Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Monday night here at Leopard Arena. We get set for the final regular season game for the LINDSAY Leopardettes and the LINDSAY Leopards as they will host the Purcell Lady Dragons, the Purcell Dragons tonight, and wrap up the regular season here on a Monday night in LINDSAY. My name is Greg Peary. Glad you have joined us here tonight for this broadcast. I'm alongside Glenn Shoemake, and Glenn, this is not necessarily a must-win game, but when you're looking forward to the playoffs, we start right back here at LINDSAY at Leopard Arena coming up this Saturday night as district. A win tonight sure gives you a lot of momentum going into that game.
Absolutely. You want to, at the very least, play well tonight. And I think both of our teams are on the upswing right now. I was talking with the assistants for the girls team. I really think they're peaking right now. You know, they're playing some of their best basketball if they've played all year. But, going into the playoffs, you really want to be on that upswing, and nothing will get you on that upswing better than a win.
Well, the Leopardettes and Leopards both came away with wins on Friday night. This will be their third game in 5 days now. Played on Thursday night, played on Friday night, and then playing again here tonight. But they played a Pauls Valley team and really came out and dominated, especially on the defensive end of the floor, and beat the Lady Panthers 39-22. 12 points from Cameron Perry. She had 3 threes in the game, had 9 from Maddie McGowan, also 9 from Emily Stone. But the Leopardettes just flat shut down that Pauls Valley offense and pulled out the 3-2 zone.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I think we've seen that all season. Mm-hmm. I asked assistant coach Eleni Allison who's taking credit for pulling out that 3-2 zone out of the mothballs and pulling it out. She says, well, I don't know, but if it works, we'll all take credit for it. Yeah. But her reasoning behind it was, we've been without Cameron Bearden most of the season because of that knee injury, and they've got her back the last 2 or 3 days, and they put her out there at the point of that 3-2 zone. She is a lockdown defender, and she absolutely did not let anybody penetrate from that point out there, and Pauls Valley just didn't know what to do.
Yeah, she got her hands on a lot of balls. She's so quick and athletic. Her athleticism, she can jump and anticipate really well. And you're right, that 3-2 zone was phenomenal all night, and they didn't know what to do with it.
19% shooting from the field for Pauls Valley in that game because of that defense. And Leopardettes had a great night, 39% from the field. They did have 19 turnovers, which, Coach Cater was not real happy about. But at the same time, you don't shoot well from the free throw line. They ended up winning the game by 17 and went 4 of 12 from a charity stripe. Yeah. So you go back and hit, 80% of your free throws. You pick up 6-7 more free throws out of that game, and you really do in it big.
Yeah.
So it's, I think the Leopardettes, I'm with you. I think they're definitely on an uptick.
Yeah, and so offensively, they've got their post game is really working well. They're taking smart shots. Early in the year, they were just throwing shots up from everywhere, particularly from 3-point range, which they're not real adept at. They lost Taryn Phillips. They lost Markham, Kaylee Markham from last year, right. Shot a lot of threes. And, both of those were really good 3-point shooters. And so to the coach's credit, they've kind of changed their style to fit what their players do best. And pulling this 3-2 zone out right here before district, is kind of makes an old coach chuckle, because it's something you like to do is throw something new in there, something else that the other teams have to get ready for.
Well, and I don't know that you really want to go back and compare the game that these two teams played early in the season. This was actually the first game of the season against Purcell. And the Leopardettes lose that by 7. They were actually down 19 in that ball game with 5 minutes left to go and went on a 12-0 run to finish the game. So they end up losing by 7, had 22 turnovers in the game. Again, early in the season, neither one of these teams represent what they were back then. So I don't know that you can really compare those two. Cameron Perry had a big game in that first meeting. She had 14. Kenneth Esparza led the way for Purcell with 12. But, again, I think these are two completely different teams. And when you come look at the first game of the season and the last game of the season, they better be different.
Yeah, you're right. And we talked about that in the postgame last time out, that your sophomores are juniors, your juniors are seniors, your seniors are super seniors. You better not be the same team, and hopefully you've gotten better and you figured out a lot of stuff, and you're playing your best at this point. Now the boys, they were playing really, really well at the first of the year, and then they kind of went into a lull, lost 3 in a row, I believe. Of course, it was really good competition they were losing to, but they kind of got out of sorts a little bit. But it seems like they kind of pulled it together that second half of Bridge Creek, and they've been on go ever since for the most part. Although they didn't play real well the first half against Pauls Valley, getting outscored 11, but they came back and outscored Pauls Valley by 23 in the second half. So you want to be playing your best ball right now, and both the Leopardettes and the Leopards are playing well, and so this ought to be a fun night.
I agree. You're talking about a Lady Dragon team comes in 16-6 on the season, they're ranked number 10 in the state in Class 3A, and of course these names, and you could just about pick any of them, and you go back and look at their games and who's scoring what. But Hannah Whitaker had 15 against Bridge Creek. Resendez had 14, or Winters had 11, Esparza had 10. But then you back up to the Pauls Valley game. They played Pauls Valley back on February 4th, and Haven Buchanan had 5 threes in that game, finished with 19 points. And then you've got Whitaker on top of that. Of course, Hannah Whitaker inside is a beast, as she had 16. Resendez had 11, and then you had the Winters with 10. Holmes had 14 in a double overtime loss against the Lady Outlaws just a couple of weeks ago. And then, of course, again, Holmes and Esparza, Resendez all in double figures against Pauls Valley this last week. So any of those names, when you talk about Hannah Whitaker, you talk about Ella Resendez, you can talk about Kenny Esparza, KK Eck, Lauren Holmes, Tinley Winters. Every one of those girls can be in double figures, and all of them can be in double figures if you're not careful.
Yeah, and that's why I think the Leopardettes with their 3-2 zone defense, that's really a defense that's got help designed in, and so you're covering everybody. They've ran some box and 1, diamond and 1, triangle and 2. They've run their man defense a lot this year, where you're really focusing on one person. And I think that 3-2 zone is going to work best when you've got a lot of scorers like that that can put up big numbers, just because it's more of a team defense than a one-on-one defense.
Well, we're going to see how it works against this very good Purcell Lady Dragon team, and this will be coming up here just in about 5, maybe 6 minutes or so for the tip-off for that. Before we go any further in our First National Bank pregame, so we need to say a big thank you to all of our sponsors, especially our presenting sponsor, which is the First National Bank in Lindsay. But tonight's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Abiding Home Healthcare, by American Exchange Bank, Calvary Baptist Church, the City of Lindsay, Clements Insurance, Design It, Aaron Springs Baptist Church, the First Baptist Church of Lindsay, Grant and Katie Johnson, CPA, Hassler Hot Oil Service, Hot Mess Coffee Company, and Java House Realty, Legends Pub House, Jerry Tucker Roustabouts, Legacy Roofing and Construction, the Lindsay Church of Christ, the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, Meat Locker Barbecue, Pass Coalition, Physical Therapy Central, Rural Electric Cooperative, Rusty's Dispensary, S&H Tank Service, Sharon's Beauty Shop, the Shopper News Note, Sooner Valve Repair, South Central Medical Center, Streamline Oil and Gas, TaylorMade Creations, United Methodist Church, and Winans Funeral Home. A big thank you to all of those folks for being along with us here as we bring you Lindsay Leopardette and Leopard basketball. We're going to hang on to it here for our national anthem tonight. We've got a good crew that's going to be singing our national anthem for us tonight. I think you'll be impressed. So we're going to stick here for that coming up as we hear Oklahoma in the background from Michael Holden and his magic music machine down there. Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemake, J.D. Scruggs, Andrew Lyons, and Brianna Miller with you here tonight. Paige Sutherland, part of the team as well back home. As we're just about ready to get our national anthem underway.
For all you fans, we have a special treat tonight. Singing our national anthem will be 4 faculty members from Lindsay Schools.
Go ahead.
Melanie Lawrence, our middle school counselor. Miranda Edwards, our all everything teacher.
National Honor Society sponsor.
All right.
Justin Davis, our high school local director. And Mr. John Inman, our high school principal.
Our national anthem. All right, we'll take it back. Tell you what, he doesn't get much better than that. National anthem by our own faculty here at Lindsay High School. Greg Perry, Glenn Shoemaker, let's get you ready for this one. Starting lineups for the Lindsay Leopards and the Purcell Lady Dragons. And we'll start with the Lady Dragons as the visitors here tonight.
5'8" senior, number 1, Lauren Holmes.
Number 1 is Lauren Holmes. She is a 5'8" senior.
5'8" senior, number 3, KK Eck.
KK Eck, also a 5'8" senior. She wears number 3.
Number 5, Kenna Esparza.
And as far as at number 5, she's a 5'9" sophomore.
Number 12, Tinley Winters.
Tinley Winters, the 5'10" sophomore.
Sophomore, number 15.
And number 15 is Ella Resendez. She is a 6' sophomore. Head coach for the Purcell Lady Dragons, Tony Cooper. He is assisted by Allie Hamilton and Mandy Clay. And the Lady Dragons come in 16-6 on the season. They are ranked number 10 in the state in Class 3A as of the end of the regular season. And now for your Lindsay Leopards. They will come in 9-13 on the season, coming in off that 17-point win against Pauls Valley last Friday night. We'll start off at guard. Number 1 is Cameron Perry. Perry, the 5'5" senior. At forward will be number 5, Maddie McGowan. McGowan, the 5'10" sophomore. Also at guard tonight, number 10, Cameron Bearden. Bearden, the 5'5" senior. Number 20 at forward will be Emily Stone. Stone is a 5'10" senior. And at guard will be number 22, Cannon Russell. Russell is a 5'5" sophomore. Head coach for the Lindsay Leopards is Brian Cater. He is assisted by Eleni Allison and Johnny Dodd. Again, the Leopards 9-13 on the season. Coming into tonight's contest. Looking for a couple of good games here tonight, Glenn. This will be exciting.
Yeah, mainly watch for the start. You know, both teams got off to bad starts last time they played them. And, need to get settled in and not be down double digits early and have to dig yourself out of a hole like both of our boys and girls teams did last time. So kind of watch for that and see how we get started, and hopefully we get going in the right direction early, and I think we will with that defense that we deploy.
Leopards were down 19 against the Lady Dragons with 5 minutes left in the ballgame when they played last time, and the Leopards went on a 12-0 run to finish the game. You'd like to see a 12-0 run to start the game maybe this time.
Right.
And it will be controlled in the backcourt by Winters. Lady Dragons with Esparza on the handle. Works White Ring, comes back up top. Goes left side into the left corner. Back up to Esparza. Wide open three on the way. It's short. McGowan with the miss for the Leopardettes. So you force a quick missed shot and a stop. Now can you get a basket on this end?
Yeah, and they shot pretty well from three-point range last time we played them. I'll check my numbers here.
And the Leopards turn it over as Stone was trying to lob it down to McGowan, and the pass went one way, Stone and McGowan went the other. Down the baseline, and that is KK Eck, and misses the point-blank layup. McGowan with another rebound. A break there for the Leopardettes.
Yeah, last time we played them, they shot 38 threes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bearden up top to McGowan. Again, wanted the lob over the top for Stone, and comes back out to Perry instead. Now Stone between the circles. Right side to Russell. Now the lob up over the top, and again, you're going to have to get it a lot higher than that to get it out over Tinley Winters, and Leopardettes with 2 straight turnovers. Up top, Resendez has it left wing, back over to Holmes. Up to the high post to Winters, back to Esparza. Holmes back over to the right side. 3 ball off the mark, but Esparza fights for the offensive rebound and puts it in. And here's full court zone pressure, and they'll get it easily across to Bearden. Skips it over to Russell, right wing. She'll hold it while they set the offense up. Going to this motion offense that we've seen them run for this whole season. McGowan, long 3 on the way, and it's good.
That was way out there.
3-2 Leopardettes here early. Holmes, skip pass over to Eck, right wing. Drives down, gives it to Winters out in the corner. Back up top to Esparza. To the high post. Resendez down low, back out, and McGowan nearly had a steal right there. Esparza to Holmes, back to Esparza. They'll screen to get a wide open 3 in the corner this side. Again, it's short, and again, McGowan does a great job of blocking out, picks up her 3rd rebound already.
Yeah, Eck 0 for 2 from out there, number 3. Usually those players wearing number 3
can shoot 3.
Yeah.
Stone dribbles right, the backdoor cut, pass is tipped, and they'll get a foul. As Emily Stone went to go get that loose ball, her first, team's first. We're going to have a timeout on the floor by the Leopardettes. 5:18 left in the first, 3-2 Lindsay on top. We're back after this 30-second timeout. Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, the Lady Dragons have missed a couple of easy ones, a couple of long ones, but Leopardettes get that 1 3-point basket, have a lead here, but they're going to have to do better getting down on that 3-point line.
Yeah, and they're going to have to take care of the ball. That is the only shot that the Leopardettes have taken, whereas Purcell, because of offensive rebounds and turnovers, are 1 for 5.
Esparza works to the right wing, gets a screen from Resendez, drives the lane, high off the glass, misses the mark. Bearden with the miss for the Leopardettes. She'll pull up and travel with it. Had the trap coming from behind, and she tried her best to get stopped, but that's the 4th turnover now on the Leopardettes.
Jump stop. Jump stop.
Jump stop.
Yeah. Run, and jump stop.
Resendez, the Winters who steps out between the circles, goes back to Resendez in the lane. Back up top. Esparza back up to Resendez. Excuse me, that is Winters. Lob down to Holmes down low. Now Winters drives the lane, lost the handle on it, got it back. And they give it back over to Holmes. Her three is an air ball, and Cameron Perry has the rebound on the backside.
Yeah, they've taken 7 shots. 4 of them have been threes.
Again, they try to lob it into Stone, and again, it's a turnover. Gonna have to get it further and higher. Eck down the baseline and the other end of the floor.
Oh, good.
And Russell comes up with a steal.
Oh,
and
no.
then Esparza gets it right back and throws it out of bounds. So the Leopardettes will break there as they turn it over, but Esparza gives it right back.
Yeah, we may have got away with one as Emily Stone, when she went down, kind of rolled over Esparza, and Esparza grabbed the ball and threw it up there and wanted to try and get a foul called.
And there should have been a foul right there as Bearden got separated from the ball, but it just goes as the 7th turnover on the Leopardettes. Into the corner for Eck, back up top. Bearden tips the pass. Can she get to the other end? No. Holmes will track it down. Now Russell and Bearden both tracking Holmes. Comes back out to to Esparza. Eck at the free throw line. Resendez
nice
diving
play
from the high post. And Ella Resendez got an easy one.
That was a nice play as they high-load us, and we used to run a play like that called X. And you throw it to one high post, and the other high post X's down.
Leopards have a pass tipped out of bounds. Cameron Bearden checks out. Number 24, Aristide Valenciano, the 5'4" junior, checks in. And Eck will also check out for the Lady Dragons as number 11, Haven Buchanan, checks in. A three from the right corner from Perry is short. Rebound for Esparza. Left side, Holmes. Skip it to Buchanan, right wing. Back up top. Esparza to Winters at the elbow. Back over to the right wing, Buchanan. Inside, Resendez nearly lost it. Back to Esparza. Buchanan for three, right wing, and it's good. Mentioned Haven Buchanan had 5 threes in a game just a week or so ago. Gives Purcell a 4-point lead at 7-3, 2:45 left. Another turnover on the Leopardettes, that's number 8. Buchanan to Holmes on that right wing. Back to Buchanan in the corner. He'll skip it up top to Esparza. Inside Winters, back out to Buchanan. 3-ball on the way. This one's off the short side of the rim. Rebound and putback will not go for Resendez, and McGowan with her 4th rebound. And there's Holmes knocking a pass out of bounds. Winters will check out. Number 22, Hannah Whitaker, the sophomore, checks in for Purcell. And then for the Leopardettes, number 4, Braylee Malico, the 5'6" senior, as Emily Stone will have a seat. Russell will work it up against Whitaker. Malico trying to get away from Esparza, struggled to get it done. Back up top, McGowan. Russell will come get it from her. She'll work to the left wing. Still Whitaker out on her. Works to Valenciano. The dribble handoff. Perry behind the screen. Traveled with it. 9 turnovers on the Leopardettes. A minute 48.
11 shots to 2.
Yeah. And it's, again, you're lucky to be just down 4 at this point.
Yeah, you should be down about 14.
Esparza will walk it across. Leopardettes stay in this 3-2 zone. Esparza to the high post to Whitaker. Down the baseline, Holmes. Shot blocked, but a foul coming on the Leopardettes. And I believe that'll go on McGowan. And Maddie picks up her first, team second.
Yeah, they keep throwing it to the high post, and when you do that, and they bring the wing and drop them down because one of your low girls is coming up taking your high post, your wings have to sink anytime that ball goes to the high post.
Holmes can't get the second one to drop, and now we're going to get an over-the-back call as a good block out from Cannon Russell gets Ella Resendez on her back. Her first, team's first.
Yeah, the only other way to cover that is your point kind of leaves the point wide open and drops down and takes the high post. So that's 2 ways to cover that.
Aristide at the other end of the floor gets the pass from Russell. Now needs to come back and get it. A minute 20 left. Russell on the handle around the top of the key. Goes left, comes back right. McGowan in the right corner. Catch fire three from Maddie is off the mark. There to Malacote with the rebound. Her putback is short. Valenciano has it. It's loose on the floor. Russell gets it to Perry. Her footer down the baseline is good.
Well, we got a lot of shots off that time.
Yeah. 8-5. Leopardettes down by 3. Under a minute left here in the first. Whitaker left wing. Skip it over to Holmes, right side. Back to Whitaker at the elbow. Tries to drive down. Cut off. Back inside Holmes. Back out to Whitaker. Left elbow jumper. Skips across, no good. And McGowan fights, and they're going to say that one is off of Tinley Winters. It'll be Leopardette basketball. 41 seconds left in the quarter. Russell across to Malacote, threw it too high, too hard, and the Leopardettes now with 10 turnovers in the half. .35 seconds left as Purcell will bring the ball up the floor with a 3-point lead. Might suspect them to hold for a final shot here. Right wing to Buchanan, Esparza. Buchanan's not going to wait for it. She's going to drain another three. That's her second.
Yeah, they're trying to cover the high post with that wing, and you can't do that with Buchanan out there.
Ball kicked out of bounds off the inbounds play. Stays with the Leopardettes. Russell gets it. Races up the floor. Sends it in the direction of Malacote. She'll catch up with it this time. Skip it back up to Russell, and an offensive foul called, I think, on Cameron Perry setting the screen. Cameron's first is the team's third. 8.4 left as Purcell will bring it back up with that 6-point lead. Esparza across the timeline, down to 5 to the high post, and a travel on Hannah Whitaker. Third turnover on the Lady Dragons. Leopardettes with 3.5 seconds for a final shot. They also had the possession arrow. McGowan will trigger on the sideline. Russell races up. Gets to the top of the key.
Oh, you got to shoot it.
And tried to get it over on the wing to Valenciano, but as it is, it'll be 11-5. Purcell by 6 at the end of one. Up to JD. We'll have a timeout here for some more sponsors. We're back with more Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank right after this on KBLP Live.
Difference in the substance use and abuse in Garvin County. The vision of PASS is to reduce the prevalence of drugs in our community through collaborative planning, community action, and policy engagement. We are a local coalition of individuals and organizations working together in our community to prevent substance abuse and provide support to families struggling with drug addiction. PASS is primarily run by volunteers, and we need your help so that PASS can continue to grow and serve our community. There are many opportunities to serve, so if you are not already a member of PASS and would like to join, then let us know you wish to be a volunteer. Thank you so much for being a part of this wonderful cause.
11-5, Leopardettes trail by 6 at the end of one. And Glenn and I were just talking off the air. The
13.
Leopardettes got 6 shots put up in that quarter. The Lady Dragons got 13, and a lot of that because the Leopardettes had 10 turnovers.
Yeah. Yep. And, you know, it's one of those things you have to take care of the ball. Goodness, you got to get shots up, and they're doing a good job. I mean, you hold them to 11. That's not bad. Make some adjustments. Don't come off of Buchanan. I tell you what, you're going to have to figure a way to cover that high post without coming off Buchanan.
Yep.
Because she's hurt us twice out there when we've done that. So make those adjustments.
Leopardette basketball to start the second. Hand off to Malacote up top. McGowan right wing to Valenciano. Perry up top has a wide open look. 3 on the way. Good for Cameron Perry. The Leopardettes are back within 3.
Yeah, and even with all that, we were only down 6, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Buchanan into Resendez. Turns around on Perry. Tough shot. Won't drop. McGowan with her 5th rebound. The Leopardettes back trying to cut into that 3-point lead. Russell on the handle, top of the key, picked up by Winters. Goes left wing to Perry. Out to McGowan between the circles, over to the right side for Malakote. She'll look, Russell top of the key. McGowan trying to post up Resendez inside. Russell from the elbow is short. McGowan another rebound, and the putback won't go. Winters ahead to Eck, who's back in the ball game, goes inside and wrestle with the steal. 4 turnovers now on the Lady Dragons. Perry wide open, 3 ball on the way. Count it! Cameron Perry for 3. Ties the game at 11. Timeout Purcell. 6:40 left to go. Send it up to JD. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. Leopardette basketball brought to you by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Well, behind 2 3-point baskets from Cameron Perry, the Leopardettes have tied the game at 11 with 6:40 left to go in the first half. Need a bunch of those.
Yes.
Resendez will bring, Esparza brings it up for the Lady Dragons. Buchanan right wing, back to Esparza. Back to Buchanan, 3 ball on the way. That one no good, but there's Winters, the rebound. Her putback won't go, and then Perry will tie it up with Winters. And possession arrow stays with Purcell this time. Holmes to inbound on the baseline. Lob it up top. Winters works to the wing. Hands it to Buchanan. Over to Esparza. Back over to Holmes right wing. They go inside. Pass tipped away by Stone. Leopardettes force the 5th turnover on Purcell.
Great job right there tipping the ball away as they went inside to Resendez.
Stone at the top of the key. Takes it herself and traveled with it. 11 turnovers now for the Leopardettes. Hannah Whitaker back in for the Lady Dragons as Ella Resendez will sit. Buchanan has it right wing. Back up top to Esparza to the high post. Whitaker. Back out to Buchanan. Back up top to Esparza. Holmes left wing. And there's another drive down the left-hand side of the lane. It's up and good for Hannah Whitaker.
Yeah, that was a nice move. Nice left hand, too.
Russell hounded by Esparza. And timeout call by Coach Cater. Keeps that possession. 13-11, Purcell by 2. We have a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Come back to Leopard Arena after this. Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Hey, LINDSAY community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the LINDSAY Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The LINDSAY Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the LINDSAY Church of Christ.
Leopardette basketball out of the timeout. Stone comes to get it. Russell streaks to the other end of the floor. It's tipped, and they're going to say last touch by Esparza. It will be Leopardette basketball. Yeah. That's a great idea, though. As close as they're playing you up tight, send a streaker back there, see if you can get somebody to catch them.
Yep. Well, I think we got a good call right there. I think Cannon went off Cannon.
I was not going to say that.
Yeah.
I think it was a great call.
Yeah. It was favorable.
Stone between the circles. The dribble handoff for Perry. She'll work right. Come back out to Valenciano. Valenciano reverses back into the lane. Comes to Malakote. Back handoff to Russell. Back it up. Change the offense. As far as on the defense, tips the pass. Malakote comes up with it left wing. Inside, Stone takes Winters to the baseline, draws the contact. That'll put Emily Stone at the free throw line as Tinley Winters should pick up the foul here. Her first, team's second, but Stone at the line to shoot two. First one from Emily on the way, and it'll roll out no good. Can still pull the Leopardettes within one if she can get this one to drop. And that one will not drop either. Winters with the miss. Emily, normally a really good free throw shooter. Esparza rushes up the floor, sends it over to the right corner to Buchanan. Back to Esparza, Holmes left wing. Whitaker at the high post, back out to Holmes, skip it back over to Buchanan. Down underneath the Winters, Stone's there. Buchanan fires a three that's off the mark. Perry fights for the rebound, and they're going to say Leopardette basketball. Holmes the last to touch it. So again, this full court man pressure. Russell will get it in against Esparza. They'll clear out and let her go one-on-one. Gets it across. Malakote right wing. Puts up top. Perry over to the left side. Valenciano back to Stone underneath. Takes Winters down to the baseline. Skips it back over. Russell for three. He's too strong. But the rebound tipped out of bounds. Leopardette basketball. 4:19 left in the first half. 13-11. Purcell by 2. And the Leopardettes with the basketball under their own basket. Perry to inbounds. And still, had Stone wide open, missed her. Russell drives the lane. Now she'll back out on that right wing. And again, they're looking to lob to Stone, but instead they'll come back to Perry between the circles over the left side for Malakote. Back up top, Russell. Right side, Valenciano. Back to Perry. Now they'll lob down, and Stone is going to get whistled for pushing off underneath. And that'll be the second on Emily. Fourth team foul, and that'll get Maddie McGowan off the bench. Back into the ball game at the next stoppage. Bearden also heads to the scorer's table as Esparza brings it across for Purcell. Winters at the high post. And she overthrew Buchanan, and that's now 7 turnovers on Purcell. Malakote and Stone check out as McGowan and Bearden check in. And back in the ball game is Ella Resendez. Tinley Winters will sit for the Lady Dragons. Perry looks to inbounds, gets it into McGowan. Nobody picks her up, so she'll take it to the other end of the floor. Works to the elbow, goes out to Valenciano. She'll fake one way. The floater won't go, but she'll get a couple of free throws here on the push-off. I think that'll go on Hannah Whitaker. That's her first, team's third, but 2 free throws coming up here for Valenciano. And Aristay can't get a roll on that one either. Leopardette's 0 for 3 at the line. Aristay, second one up, that one's good. Cuts the Purcell lead in half. It's 13-12, Purcell on top, 3.5 to go here in the first half. Esparza to Holmes left side, skip it all the way back to Buchanan, back up to Esparza, to the high post. Whitaker sends it back around. Buchanan in the corner, back to Esparza, back over to Holmes. 3-2 zone doing its thing right now. Esparza's going to try the three. It's high off the back rim, no good. Cameron Perry with the miss and has people coming, gets it ahead to McGowan, and then McGowan will get fouled. Driving the other way, that'll go on Kenna Esparza, her first, team's fourth. And that one will not be free throws, but the Leopardettes will have it. Perry looking, Valenciano, no, but the foul. As Valenciano will go back to the line, and that'll be number 2 on Anna Whitaker. And the 15 foul on the Lady Dragons.
Valenciano will shoot 2.
Valenciano, hopefully she found her stroke on that second one when she was up there a minute ago, and she can hit a couple here and put the Leopards on top. Instead, she's short with the first one. Team of winners will check back in for Purcell, and Whitaker will check out with those 2 fouls. Valenciano with a second free throw on the way, and that one will drop in. She's 2 of 4 at the line, and we're tied at 13 with 3:01 left to go here in the first half. Holmes to the high post to Winters. Esparza, he'll skip it back over Buchanan, quickly inside to Resendez, double team, and the foul will come underneath on the Leopards, and that'll go on Cameron Perry. That'll be her second. 15 foul, but on the shot means Resendez gets 2 free throws here. And that one will not drop. KKX returns for the Lady Dragons. Hayden Buchanan will check out. Resendez, second free throw on the way. That one won't drop either. McGowan has 7 rebounds in the ball game. With 2:45 left, Leopards have the ball, tie game. Russell out near the half line on the handle. Left side, Valenciano. They're looking underneath at McGowan. Give it to her. She turns around in the lane. Right-hander, partially blocked. And we're going to get a foul underneath on Cameron Bearden. That'll be her first, team 6th, so no free throws yet.
Good post defense right there from Resendez on Maddie McGowan. Maddie kind of had to fall away a little bit there.
X stands with it right wing. Gets it into the corner to Esparza. She'll work back to the elbow, gets it inside. The 6-footer will not drop for Resendez. We've got a foul underneath. And that'll go on Cameron Bearden. That'll be Bearden's second. And that is the 17th foul on the Leopards. So that's going to put Resendez, not Resendez, that's Winters at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And that one won't drop. Cannon Russell with the miss, races up the floor. Steps around, the floater goes, and to get the and one as KKX gets whistled for the blocking foul. Her first, team 6th, but count the floater and the and one coming up for Cannon Russell.
Yeah, nice move right there. The old Euro step. You don't see a lot of girls that can execute that.
And Russell gets the bounce on the and one. The old-fashioned three-point play gives the Leopards a 3-point lead. 16-13 with 2 minutes left to go. Eck up top to Esparza to the high post for Winters. Bearden reaches in and picks up her third. And that will get Malakote back into the ball game for the Leopards as Timmy Winters will head back to the free throw line. Bearden checks out with that third foul. That's just good hustle.
Yeah, she just caught reaching, and you know, when you go reach, you better get ball.
And that one will drop in for Winters. And can't get the second one to go, and Malakote will come up with it for the Leopards. 16-14, Leopards for the basketball and a 2-point lead. 1:45 left in the half. Russell goes to Valenciano right wing. A little confusion here on what offense we're in. She'll work back up top to McGowan, hands it back to Russell. And she'll back up and reset it. Russell, the dribble handoff to Perry. Perry behind McGowan's screen. 3-ball on the way from Cameron. And it's good for her third 3 of the game. And she's in double figures with 11. Leopard, that's a 5-point lead. Eck, left wing. Up to Esparza. High post for Resendez. Down to Winters. Had her shot blocked by McGowan. And McGowan comes away with a rebound. So a minute to go. The Leopards have the basketball and a 5-point lead. Russell to McGowan. Hand off to Malacote. Malacote to the elbow. Back to Valenciano, left wing. She'll drive into the lane. The floater from Valenciano won't drop. Rebound pulled down by Resendez. Quickly the other way. Holmes left wing out to Eck. Tip it over to Esparza right side. She'll take it baseline, tip it all the way back over to Holmes. Three-pointer from Holmes on the way up and good.
Good ball movement right there from the Lady Dragons.
Leopards with a 2-point lead in the basketball. 25 seconds left. McGowan takes Resendez inside, turns around the left-hander, up and in, and count the basket. The and one. The foul called on Resendez.
A little baby hook right there with the left hand, a little Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
There you go, a little Kareem, a little sky hook.
Yeah, that was impressive from Maddie.
And can't get the free throw, however. 21-17, Leopards by 4 as we approach 15 seconds left to go. Up top, Esparza. 10 seconds left. Down to Winters in the lane. Shot up and good for Tinley Winters. Her first field goal, though. 21-19, half-court shot was online but short for Maddie McGowan. But the Leopards trailed by 6 at the end of one, but they outscored the Lady Dragons 16-8 in that quarter, and they've got a 4-point lead at halftime. We'll send it back up to JD. We'll take a timeout. Glenn and I will add up some officially unofficial stats from the first half. We're back with more from Leopard Arena right after this. First National Bank halftime show is here on KBLP Live.
Hi, I'm Jess Thornburg with Homestead & Co. Realty. I'm a local realtor that lives locally. I live here and I work here. Growing up in rural Oklahoma, I was taught the value of doing the right thing. I know how valuable relationships are with good people. So I'd like to apply for the relationship of being your realtor. I'm not a high-pressure salesperson from the city, so call me at 405-471-9855 when you're thinking real estate. You'll get information from a real person without the sales pressure. Call me at 405-9855. Let's go, Lindsay.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you are not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
We're back here at halftime. The Leopards with a 2-point lead, 21-19 over the 10th-ranked Purcell Lady Dragons. And I tell you what, if you look at this game, and the Leopards have the 2-point lead, but if they didn't have 10 turnovers and if they would have shot better from the free throw line, I think the Leopards could have been up 10 probably in this first half. Lady Dragons are led by Haven Buchanan. She's got 6 with 2 threes here in the first half. 4 points from Lauren Holmes, 3 from Tinley Winters, and 2 apiece from Kenneth Esparza, Ella Resendez, and Hannah Whitaker. The Lady Dragons are 2 for 7 from the charity stripe. For the Leopards, Cameron Perry is already in double figures with 11. 5 from Maddie McGowan, 3 from Cannon Russell, 2 free throws from Aristide Valenciano, and the Leopards are only 3 from 8 from the free throw line. Again, they've got 11 turnovers in the half, 7 from turnovers on the Lady Dragons, but the Leopards are +6 on the glass at 14-8 in the first half. We'll send it over to Glenn.
Yeah, hey, Leopards have done a great job shooting the basketball, probably their best first half of the year. They were 7 for 15, 4 for 7 from 3-point range, 3 for 8 from 2-point range, 47%, and 7 field goals. And the Purcell Lady Dragons, 7 field goals as well, but they are 7 for 22, and they are 32%. Neither team shooting well at the free throw line. Purcell, I've got them from 2 for 7, and the Leopards 3 for 8. But Leopards, hey, this is what you couldn't ask for anything better. You know that 3-2 zones really limited them, held them to 19 points this first quarter or first half, and you hope you look for that to continue in the second half.
Buchanan came in off the bench and hit those 2 quick threes, but since then the Leopards have pretty much shut them down. Holmes did find a 3 there in that second quarter, but again, the 3-2 zone has done its thing once they kind of settled into it. And I think, as we said, the Leopards have 11 turnovers in the half, had 10 of those in the first quarter, and trailed by 6, but they only had 1 turnover in the second quarter. And they managed to get the shots to fall, got 3 threes from Cameron Perry in that second half. That second quarter, and able to climb up and take that 2-point lead at 21-19 here at halftime. You can probably hear it in the background. We have the Booster Club Pie and Cake Auction going on here. That'll happen at halftime of the boys game as well. So if you forgot about that, you're here in town, and you want to be a part of that auction, you need to come on down. You'll be here for the boys game. They'll do it at halftime of the boys game as well. But a lot of goodies are being paraded out in front of Glenn and I. I think I've gained 10 pounds just looking at what's going out there. So some good goodies out there. But again, always impressed with how the community supports Leopard athletics, and it's a great fundraiser. Also, the biggest fundraiser of the year for the Athletic Booster Club. So come on down if you hadn't remembered that. You want to be here for the halftime of the boys game. You still got plenty of time to get down here for that.
Yeah, my Tevi Winters, Dr. Tevi Winters is my dentist, and that just happens to be the mom of Tinley Winters. And she is here, and I tried to get her to buy something. You know, it's got to be good business.
Well,
you
sure,
know?
you'd think.
Buy your patron something that's full of sugar, so they get lots of
cavities,
teeth issues, so that you can
drum up more business that
That's right. And I told her it's tax deductible, and
I'm taking it she hadn't bit yet.
No, she sloughed me off. Comprehensive dentistry at Pauls Valley.
There you go.
Give her a plug right there for using her name.
21-19 Leopards here at halftime. We're going to send it back up to JD's from our words from our sponsors. We'll be back with more First National Bank halftime show right after this on KBLP Live.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a fourth generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
We are back here at halftime. The Leopardettes with a 2-point lead over the Purcell Lady Dragons, 21-19, our halftime score. And we'll talk a little playoff basketball while we have some time here. Again, the Pine Cake Auction taking up a chunk of our halftime here. But the Leopards and Leopardettes will be right back here at Leopard Arena this Saturday night. And they will host the Kingston Redskins?
Yes.
Lady Redskins. I had to remember their mascot there. Saturday night, girls at 6. Time change. We're all used to 6:30 and 8. They're doing them at 6 and 7:30 this year. So 6 o'clock, the tip-off for the girls' game against Kingston, and the boys right after that for the district championship here in Lindsay. And then the Leopards and Leopardettes will travel to Kingston the following Thursday for their first round of regionals there. Looking at some of our other area teams, Marlow will also host their district game. They will take on Davis. That game will also be on Saturday night. Washington gets a bye on the boys and girls side both. The girls got a bye. Dove Science Academy is who they lined up against. And the boys team, I guess, backed out as well. So the Washington boys and girls both end up, by default, get a district championship and get to move into the winner's bracket of regionals.
Well, and that they did that. Originally, it was just the girls that weren't going to play, and Washington girls are number 1, and so that's why they got that bye. And the boys kind of came along for the ride and
got the lucky break.
Yeah. Well, you could say maybe it was lucky, but now they've got to go. I don't know if they've got a game today or tomorrow, But now you've got to go a whole week to next Thursday before you play again. So
that's a good point.
Maybe that's not a good thing.
So, again, they get the bye, and they will actually have the regionals will be at Washington for the Warriors and Lady Warriors. Purcell and Lexington. I think this is the first time I've ever seen Purcell and Lexington get matched up in postseason like this, but Purcell will host the Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs coming up on Saturday night as well. So if you want to go see the Battle of the Bridge in basketball for, I guess that'll be the third time this year probably, that'll be over at Purcell coming up on Saturday night at, again, 6 and 7:30. Pauls Valley will be on the road at Blanchard, and they'll have to take on some good Blanchard teams there at Blanchard. Those games will actually be on Friday night, so Blanchard and Pauls Valley out of Class 4A will do battle over in Blanchard on Friday night. Bridge Creek, also out of Class 4A, is hosting John Marshall for their district matchup, and those games will also be on Friday night coming up this week at Bridge Creek. And then we drop down to Class 2A, and Elmore City Purnell will be at Stratford for their first round matchup for districts. And of course, I had to mark our Oklahoma Christian Academy, the Lady Eagles and Lady Eagles, since Keaton's the head coach up there, the Lady Eagles. But OCA will host AMPO, the number 2 girls team in the state.
Yeah.
And that'll be a good boys matchup up there as well. And that game will be coming up this Saturday night as well. So that gives you a full range of some of our area teams that will be playing in postseason that starts coming up this Friday and Saturday for districts.
Yeah, and talking about AMPO, the Grady County tournament just right over here to the west of us. There are some people over there that would argue, arguably number 2, they should be number one. They are loaded. Those AMPO Lady Panthers, they've got a really, really good team this year. So they've got some height, they've got shooters, they've got depth, and they play hard. So good luck to Keaton.
Yeah, I think he's already figured out that he's only got 7 girls on his roster. He's a little hamstrung this year with players, but hey, they don't ever quit. They may be down 30, they're still going full out. So we're about ready to get the second half underway here, and the Leopardettes have the possession arrow, so they'll start with the basketball for this third quarter. Glenn Shoemake, Greg Peary, J.D. Scruggs, Andrew Lyon, Brianna Miller back at our studios. Paige Sutherland as well. Kevin's even running around here somewhere.
Yep.
Jeter probably is too, but no telling what he's in the middle of. McGowan gets the pass from Russell. Russell cuts through. They'll go into the corner for Valenciano. They'll screen for Perry up top. Back over to Russell right wing. She'll look inside at Stone. Stone's got Winters tinned up and then trips and falls, but
Valenciano saves it.
Saves that basketball. Great hustle from Aristide. Russell again with it top of the key. Comes for Valenciano left wing. And the lob over the top. Ends up in the hands of McGowan, but she can't finish.
Goodness.
Holmes comes away with the miss.
Tough break.
Yep. Perfect landing right into her hands and can't finish it. Esparza to Winters between the circles. Holmes left wing. Skip it back over to Esparza right side. Back to Holmes into the left corner. Eck for 3. It's up and good. Lady Dragons waste no time getting back on top. 22-21. And they stay in this 2-on-2 zone now for the trap. And there is what should be a foul right there.
Yep.
They do. They get to Lauren Holmes with her team's first of the second half.
That hit was harder than some of them I saw in the Super Bowl yesterday.
that was tough. Russell will go into the back court to get the inbounds from Perry. Works across. Stone comes to the high post. She'll give it to McGowan behind the Stone screen. Fires a 3. It skips around, no good. Esparza comes away with the miss. She'll work to the top of the key. Picked up by Valenciano. Winters at the right elbow. Back out to Esparza. Right wing. Eck for 3. That one's no good. But the offside rebound for Winters. Out to Holmes into the lane for Eck. Esparza for three. That one won't drop either. Another offensive rebound for Tinley Winters. That's her 5th rebound. And this time she is fouled by Emily Stone, and that's 3 on Emily. So at the free throw line, Tinley Winters, who's just 1 of 3 there tonight. And she'll drain that one to put the Lady Dragons up by 2 at 23-21. Winters' second one on the way. That one short. Russell with the rebound. Trap in the backcourt. Skip it across Valenciano. Back to Russell to set the offense up. Go with screen for Valenciano. Pass is tipped. Valenciano will catch up to it. Back out to McGowan between the circles. Inside. A push from behind on Tinley Winters. That'll be her second. And the second team foul. That was a nice look inside from Stone, though, to get the foul called there as Stone was trying to come get it.
That's her mama.
Perry will inbound on the baseline. Trail trying to find somebody and got it to Malacote, who got the runner in the lane. Malacote, tough shot, ties the game at 23.
She's my dinner.
At the free throw line, Winters sends it out into the right corner. Eck penetrates up to Esparza. Good recovery from Valenciano to run her off the three-point line. Back to Eck in the back corner left side. Back to the elbow. Holmes for three. No good. Rebound tracked down for Sendez, but she tips it right into the hands of Cameron Perry. Valenciano races the other way. Now she'll pull up.
Oh, no.
Lob inside. McGowan can't catch up. And Leopards get a break right there. I think that was off McGowan.
Yeah, we've gotten a couple of those.
And they're going to discuss this. This one may get overturned because it was pretty obvious off of McGowan. And they will. They'll give it back to the Lady Dragons. Right call.
Yep.
Quickly the other way as far as to the Buchanan left wing. Back up
Buchanan's
top to Holmes.
in there. Uh-oh.
Yep. And she drains another three.
Yeah,
her third of the game. She's got 9.
Can't run off. You got to know where number 11 is.
Malacote right wing. Back to Perry. She'll work between the circles across to the left wing. Hand to Russell. Russell stops right elbow. Jumper up. Back iron no good. Rebound on Esparza. And again, she'll push the other way to a wide open Buchanan who can't hit the layup, but she'll draw the foul. And that'll go on Cannon Russell. Just her first. Just the first team foul on the Leopardettes, but
second.
Hayden Buchanan.
Emily Stone had one.
Oh, that's right. I missed hers. Missed counting hers. I had it marked. I just missed looking at it. Buchanan at the line to shoot 2, and she'll drain that one. She's now in double figures with 10 and pushes the Lady Dragon lead to 4.
6.
Timeout on the floor. Let me figure out how to add here. We'll be back after this. Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
Shannon's Beauty Salon would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes good luck this basketball season. And go KK!
Buchanan back at the line. Second free throw on the way. That one won't drop. And there's Valenciano. And Holmes just slung her to the floor. But the jump ball belongs to the Lady Dragons on the alternating possession. Cameron Bearden is going to check back in the game for the Leopardettes for Valenciano. Bearden's got 3. She's got to be careful. Russell nearly came up with a steal right there. Eck with it left wing. Back up top to Esparza. Over to the right side. Buchanan back to Esparza to Holmes. They collapse. Buchanan, 3-ball. This is off the backside, but the rebound from Eck keeps it alive, and then the runner in the lane for Buchanan will go. 29-23, although the scoreboard says 31.
Tinley Winters made a 2 that I didn't have.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have that either then.
Yeah.
Leopards give it up the other end. They're going to be an and one for Resendez, and things falling apart here for the Leopards in the third quarter as McGowan picks up her second. That'll be the third team foul. And McGowan checks out. Stone is back in.
Yeah, we got it. We're good. Yeah.
33-23. It's a 10-point Purcell lead.
We don't agree, but
that is Buchanan who came up with the offensive board. Russell nearly took it back. Three-pointer from Resendez won't go, but the long rebound came out to Resendez. Esparza over to Eck. Buchanan left corner to the elbow. Back out to Esparza. Her three is on the way. That doesn't go. Another offensive rebound, and out of bounds. It'll be Leopardette basketball. 3:20 left here in the third. It's a 10-point Purcell lead. Game was tied at 23, and they've gone on a 10-0 run since. And Stone has it taken away from her. It's loose on the floor. Jump ball. Leopardettes have the possession arrow, but Chloe Ince will check in for the first time tonight. The 5'8 junior will replace Emily Stone. And Esparza will check out as a number, is that 25?
35.
35. I do not have her on my roster.
They said Torres.
And a foul called on Chloe Ince for moving screen. Her first, team's fourth. Gives the ball right back to the Lady Dragons. Goes as the second turnover on the Leopardettes in this half. Now Torres on the handle. Sends it right side to Buchanan. To the high post. Del Torres for three, short. And Cannon Russell comes away with it for the Leopardettes. She will push up the right side, gets into the lane, all the way to the rack. No, but she'll draw the contact. Del Torres with the foul, her first. The team's third. And two free throws coming up for Cannon Russell. Can't get that one to go. Tinley Winters back in the game. Ella Resendez will sit. And Cannon Russell with a second free throw coming up. And that one drops through for her. 24-33, Leopardettes down by 9. We've got 2.5 left here in the third quarter. Buchanan drives, sends it up top to Eck. She'll work to the wing, up top, Del Torres. And tried to hand off to Buchanan, lost it, but tracks it down to the high post for Holmes. Works to the elbow right side. Eck looks to drive in. Bearden cuts her off. Back up top, Buchanan, catch fire three, doesn't drop. There's Chloe Ince skying in for a rebound. Again, Russell pushes up the floor. Gets to the free throw line. She'll pull it back out and gets run over by Lauren Holmes. Wrong place, wrong time for Holmes. Picks up her second personal. And Eck will check out. As far as it's back in for the Lady Dragons. Perry to inbounds. Into the back court for Russell. 2 minutes left. 33-24, Purcell by 9. Hand off to Malakote, who's also back in the ballgame for the Leopardettes. And they get her going down the backside, and they'll get a push in the back on Del Torres. It'll be her second. That'll be the 5th team foul on the Lady Dragons. Perry to Russell off the inbounds. They'll set the elevator screen for Perry, but Holmes fights through it. Russell catch fire 3 right wing. Skips across, no good. Malakote tried to come up with that board and just lost it out of bounds. So as far as with the basketball, Purcell with a 9-point lead as we go to a minute 30 left in the third quarter. As far as will back up near the half line. Now works to the right wing, all the way to the baseline. Lob it to the right elbow for Holmes. Back out to Esparza, run off the 3-point line, drives in, gets fouled on the shot. So Kenna Esparza will go to the line, and Chloe Ince picks up her second personal. 5 team fouls now on the Leopardettes as well.
Yeah, you gotta slide over there and take that charge instead of standing over there and reaching.
And Esparza will hit her first free throw attempt of the night, making it back to a double-digit lead for the Lady Dragons. Buchanan and Holmes both check out. Whitaker is back in for the Lady Dragons. And in for the Leopardettes is number 44, Lily Dodson, the sophomore, as Perry will have a seat. And Esparza goes 2 for 2 at the line. 35-24, Lady Dragons by 11. We got a minute 15 left here in the third. Russell pushes left, hands to Dodson. Dodson across the top of the key, gets to the right wing. Hesitates, goes back baseline, and carried the basketball. 15 turnovers now on the Leopardettes. They're fourth here in the third quarter. We go to a minute to go here as Esparza crosses the timeline. And number 10 is Jenna Avery, and she travels with the basketball for the third turnover in the half for the Leopardettes. And in for Lindsay, number 25, Layla McKenzie, the junior. And Cameron Bearden will get out instead of picking up that fourth personal here with under a minute to go. Again, the backcourt pressure. They get across to Ince. Works to the right wing, hands to Malakote, fires a 3. It's a long, and the offside rebound. Dodson working hard to come up with it, but it'll go out of bounds for the Leopardettes' 16th turnover. Esparza, left side to Avery. Back up to Whitaker between the circles, and Whitaker traveled with it. So Leopardettes get it back with 34.5 left. Still trying to cut into that 11-point Purcell lead. Malakote to inbound near midcourt. McKenzie will come get it. Gives it right back to Malakote. They're going to trap her in the backcourt, and she'll lose it out of bounds. So Purcell basketball now, 27 seconds left. Whitaker gives it to Esparza in the backcourt. She'll work to the right wing. The lob over the top. Good job. Blocking foul called on McKenzie. I'm not sure about that one at all. I really thought she was in good position right there. McKenzie picks up the foul, though.
I agree with you. I thought she was set well before.
So 2 free throws coming up for Hannah Whitaker, and she'll nail that one. 36-24, the Leopardettes have been outscored 17-3 in this quarter. Missed that free throw, and Lily Dodson will track down that long rebound. Ince had it tipped out from behind. It's not our basketball. It's our save. I don't know why everybody's going to the other end. That's our basketball.
Yeah.
10 seconds left. Leopardettes the ball on their end of the floor. See if they can get a basket here. Cut into that 12-point lead. Lob it up top for Ince. We've got a whistle. And Cannon Russell ran out of her shoe. So we'll have a timeout while Cannon gets her shoe back on there. That's pretty fast when you run out of your own shoe.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to have some force behind that. No double tie. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting.
McGowan lobs up top to Ince. Needs some help. Gives it to Russell. 3 seconds. Russell air ball at the buzzer. And the Lady Dragons with a big third quarter. The Leopards struggle, and they take a 12-point lead to the final stanza. 36-24, Purcell on top when we come back for the fourth quarter after this. Leopard basketball was presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Shannon's Beauty Salon would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes good luck this basketball season. And go KK!
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So we start the fourth quarter with Purcell with the basketball and a 12-point lead. Ince, McGowan, Russell, Perry, and Valenciano on the floor for the Leopardettes. Esparza, Del Torres, Whitaker, Winters, and Avery on the floor for the Lady Dragons. Torres works to the right wing, gets a screen, and they're going to call a jump ball. Leopardettes will get it back. Good defense from Cannon Russell.
Yeah, Del Torres put it right in front of her, and Cannon's like, thank you very much, I'll take that.
So Russell in the backcourt against this trap. They get it across to Valenciano. Valenciano into McGowan. McGowan turns around, floats one up that was blocked, but right into the hands of Chloe Ince, and she'll put it in.
I'm going to call that a pass.
I would. Yeah, I think it's absolutely what it was. Three-pointer off the mark
from Whitaker.
And the rebound. Leopardettes.
Got them right where we want them.
There you go. Perry for three. Cameron Perry with her fourth three of the game. And just like that, the Leopardettes are back within 7. Esparza pushes across. Drives the baseline. Floater up and in for Kenneth Esparza. I think that was Esparza, wasn't it? That laid that up, or was it Del Toro?
No, it was Esparza.
Esparza, number 5.
Yep.
And we're going to get a reach-in foul called on McKenna Esparza on the other end. That'll be her second. KKX returns along with Lauren Holmes. Del Torres checks out along with Jenna Avery. So the starters are back out there for Purcell now that the Leopardettes have closed this gap back down. Still a 9-point lead for Purcell, but 6:45 left in the ball game. Leopardettes with the basketball. And offensive foul called on Valenciano, trying to set the screen over on this other side. That's Aristide's first. 7th team foul on the Leopardettes, but will not be free throws, as that is a player control foul. Emily Stone back in the ball game for the Leopardettes. Ince checks out. Eckwood at top of the key for the Lady Dragons. Comes left to Holmes. Drives around, hands it off to us. Number 25, Alyssa Thompson. Her first time in the game. Lost it. Perry comes away with it off the 6th turnover in the half on the Lady Dragons. Perry drives down, gives it to Russell, top of the key. She'll back it up and reset the offense. McGowan left wing, the lob inside. Stone can't get it to go, but she'll draw the contact on number 25, Alyssa Thompson. That is her first. And it's Stone back to the free throw line. Leopardettes have not been good at the line tonight. Need these two bad. And got a kind roll. Pulls the Leopardettes. And the second one on the way is up and good as well. First 2 points of the game for Emily.
Yeah, she's usually good for for 10 to 15, easy.
The pulls the Leopards within 7. We got 6 minutes left to go in the ball game. Esparza gets into the lane, dumps it to Whitaker, puts it up and in. Nope, that was Winters, excuse me. Back to a 9-point Lady Dragon lead. 5:45 left to go here in the ball game. Stone takes it against Winters, spins into the lane, left-hander up and in for Emily Stone. And she'll get an and one as she'll pick up the foul on Tinley Winters. That'll be her 3rd. 8th team foul. But this will be an and one opportunity for Emily now. Can make this a 2-possession game with a free throw here. And she does. She's got 5 in the quarter.
Yeah, the Leopardettes, the last quarter got away from the 3-2 zone. They're in their man-to-man and have been for probably the last 10 minutes of play.
Eck up top for a wide-open 3, and it's good. That's her first field goal of the game.
No, she had a 3 in the 3rd quarter.
I had that down for Holmes in the 3rd quarter. So 43-34, back to a 9-point ball game. Up top, Russell. Stone with top of the key. She'll hand it to Perry. Perry turns down to 3, drives the right side of the lane. A lot of contact right there on Holmes, and they don't call it, but it's out of bounds off of Purcell. It'll be Leopardette basketball. I mean, she raked right down across both of Cameron's arms.
Yeah, that was semi-obvious.
So Perry on the baseline to inbounds. Leopardette's down by 9. Perry to Stone, takes it down the baseline, double team, can't get it to drop, draws the contact though, and the foul goes on Resendez. That is her 3rd. 9 team fouls on the Lady Dragons, but Stone back to the line to shoot 2 this time. And the first one from Emily on the way, skips across and out. She was 3 for 3 after missing her first 2 in the game and then missed that one. This one can still make it an 8-point ball game, but can't get it to drop. But the long rebound tipped, and Perry will track it down. Leopardettes have another chance. Russell on the handle. Hands to Stone. Russell comes back to get it, goes right corner. Now back into Stone. Stone against Resendez. Up, no. But they'll get Resendez with her 4th personal. And Stone will go back to the line to shoot 2. 4:35 left in the ball game. It's still 43-34, Purcell by 9. And that one drops in for Emily Stone.
Yeah, and Coach Cater's going to go back and look at these free throw numbers and say, hey, we should have been, if not ahead, right in it.
21, Genesis Canales checks in for the Lady Dragons, along with Tinley Winters, or I was like it was Haven Buchanan, I think, that came in. As Emily goes 2 for 2 at the line. Leopardettes with some full court pressure, and they do. They force Esparza to travel with the basketball. So Leopardettes now with the basketball down by 7, 4:26 left in the ball game. So Perry will inbound right in front of the scorer's bench. Into the backcourt for Russell. Brings it across right side to McGowan on the wing. And Stone out top of the key. She'll work left. Goes to Perry in the left corner. Wide open 3. No. Offside rebound. Taken by KK Eck. Eck gets around Russell. Over to the left side, Buchanan. Holmes for 3. No. Rebound tipped, and Buchanan will come up with it. Esparza has Valenciano on her with 3:45 left in the ball game. Leopards in this one, just down 7. Buchanan hands it back off to Esparza. She'll go left side to Eck. Into the left corner for Buchanan. And a reach-in foul called on the Leopardettes should go on Emily Stone. And that will be Emily's 4th. And a 1-and-1 as that's the 8th team foul on the Leopardettes. As Lauren Holmes heads to the line. 1 of 2 there tonight. And she'll drain the front end of that 1-and-1, push it back to an 8-point ball game. And she got them both. She's got 9 in the ball game. 45-36, 9-point lead for the Lady Dragons. Russell drives down, leaves it for Stone. Spin move in the lane, got it, and counted, and another and 1 for Emily Stone, and she'll pick up foul number 4 on Tinley Winters. Again, an opportunity for Emily to pull this back to a 2-possession game. And it will not drop for her. Holmes the miss. Outlet, Buchanan drives the lane, dumps it down, and Russell will get whistled for the foul at the other end. Cannon picks up 2, her 2nd. And that'll be the 9th team foul on the Leopardettes, and a 1-and-1 coming up for Tinley Winters. And drops it in. Lady Dragons have had a bunch of free throw attempts in this half, and they've done well from there. Got them both, takes it back to a 9-point game. Purcell tips the ball out, much to the dismay of the Dragon fans behind us. Russell will get it in the backcourt. Esparza tracks her up the floor. She'll work to that right side. Stone out between the circles. Hands to Valenciano. Valenciano reverses back to her right. Out to a wide open Cameron Perry for 3 that again can't get one to drop. And then Valenciano the rebound, and that shot from McGowan won't go. And tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Tinley Winters. It'll be Leopardette basketball. Inside to McGowan, turns around with the right hand, skips out, no good. And then again, McGowan will pick up the foul, coming back, trying to get that rebound. And Maddie picks up her 3rd, and that'll be the 10th team foul. So both teams now on the double bonus. So Haven Buchanan at the free throw line drains that one. She's got 13 in the ball game now. Makes it a 10-point Lady Dragon lead. 2:49 left in the ball game. Yeah, she'll get them both to go. Full court pressure again. Nobody picks up Stone. Now they'll come back. Russell will get it. Got to get across the timeline. She does. Works right. Now back left down the lane. Esparza will pick up the foul. Russell will head to the free throw line for 2. That is number 3 on Esparza. Cannon Russell goes to the line to shoot 2. Needs some free throws here. And she's good on the first. Back to a 10-point Purcell lead. She can cut it to single digits with this one. Got it. She's got 6 in the ball game. 49-40, Purcell by 9. Holmes races up the floor. Perry gives chase. Russell tries to come from behind, and I think they're going to get the foul on Perry before she could get there. And this will be 2 more free throws for the Lady Dragons as Cameron picks up her 4th and puts Lauren Holmes at the free throw line. Holmes is 3 of 4 on the night there. She'll get 2 more here. And that one's also good. She's in double figures now with 10. The lead is now 10 for Purcell. Got them both. 51-40 Purcell. We've got 2.5 left in the ball game. Russell drives in. Tried to go to Valenciano, and the Leopards turn it over. Three-pointer will not drop from that left side, and Russell will just let it go out of bounds. And again, the full court pressure from Purcell. Inbounds will come to Valenciano, and they're going to call a foul on KK Eck. That'll be her 2nd. And that'll put Aristide Valenciano at the free throw line at the other end to shoot 2. Bearden and Malakote both head to the scorer's table to check in, as Valenciano will calmly drain that free throw. She's now 3 of 5 at the line. Pulls the Leopards within 10. Again, can make it a single-digit lead as Coach Cater takes out McGowan and Stone. Goes small here for defense, as Valenciano drains them both. 51-42, Purcell by 9. We've got 2:10 left in the ball game. Holmes races the other way as far as the end of the corner. Trapped, and timeout called by Coach Cooper to save that possession. 2:06 left in the ball game. Purcell with the basketball, and we'll come back after this timeout. Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We're located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
51-42, the Lady Dragons with the basketball in a 9-point lead. 2:06 left in the ball game. Inbounds comes up to Winters, over to Eck, out near the half line. She'll hand to Esparza. They go to Trapp. She'll work left. Russell's right there, and then Russell with the 2-hand check will pick up the foul. That is 3 on Cannon, and that'll put Esparza at the line. 2 for 2 the last trip there.
Now, there's been 20 free throws shot just in the 4th quarter so far between these teams.
She misses the front. Esparza takes her time this time. And that one will drop in for her. 52-42. Russell quickly the other way, gets into the lane, goes to Valenciano, works right, hands to Bearden, and Bearden traveled with it. $20 turnovers now on the Leopardettes, as the Leopardettes will bring full court pressure in the backcourt. Holmes threw it away. That's 15 turnovers now on Purcell. Malakote inbounds to Russell. Russell races up into the lane, sends it out to Bearden. She'll penetrate. Goes to the right-hand scoop shot. It's short. Got her own miss. Out to Perry. Left wing 3 from Cameron. On the way in. Good. Timeout. Leopardettes, 1:28 left in the ball game. It is 45-52 Leopardettes. Down by 7. Let's take a 60-second timeout. We'll come back to Leopard Arena. After this, Leopardette basketball is being presented by the First National Bank here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
is making a difference in the substance use and abuse in Garvin County. The vision of PASS is to reduce the prevalence of drugs in our community through collaborative planning, community action, and policy engagement. We are a local coalition of individuals and organizations working together in our community to prevent substance abuse and provide support to families struggling with drug addiction. PASS is primarily run by volunteers, and we need your help so that PASS can continue to grow and serve our community. There are many opportunities to serve, so if you are not already a member of PASS and would like to join, then let us know you wish to be a volunteer. Thank you so much for being a part of this wonderful cause.
52-45, Purcell, a 7-point lead. There's a minute 28 left in the ball game. And it'll be Lady Dragon basketball out of the timeout. Holmes will inbound. Gets it into Esparza, picked up by Russell. Bearden goes to bring the trap. She'll race all the way to the right side. Trapped, and they can't get it. They'll now trap Holmes as she'll work left. Hands it off to Buchanan. Buchanan works right. Hands it off to Esparza. We get close to a minute 5 to go. Lady Dragons are just going to play keep away at this point. Holmes down the baseline, sends it to Esparza. Eck to Buchanan. And Eck back out. Malakote gives the pressure. Buchanan back over to Esparza. And now you're fixing to have to try to foul, and they will. They'll foul Haven Buchanan with 47 seconds left. That foul on Cameron Bearden is her third. Her fourth. So Buchanan back to the line to shoot 2. She's 3 of 4 there tonight. And that one will climb over the front of the rim and drop through.
Yeah, this is number 11 and 12 in this quarter for Purcell.
And she got them both.
They are 11 for 12 from free throw line in the fourth quarter.
54-45 as Malakote races up against Buchanan, gets a screen from Bearden, cuts back inside, comes back out. Bearden, long 2 is short. Rebound to Winters. And they'll go across Holmes, and they will call off the Dogs. No foul here, just play defense. Holmes down the baseline, lays one in as she runs over Cannon Russell. Russell quickly the other way and can't get the floater to go. With 4 seconds, that's going to pretty much do it. 56-45, the Lady Dragons come away with an 11-point win. The Leopards again in this ball game until that breakdown in the third quarter where they got outscored. What would that be? 17-3.
Yep,
that they got outscored in the third quarter, and that cost them. They end up losing by 11, 56-45. We'll send it back to JD. We'll take a timeout, get you the final stats for this one, get you ready for the boys matchup coming up. Right after this, Leopard basketball has been brought to you by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Hey, LINDSAY community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the LINDSAY Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The LINDSAY Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the LINDSAY Church of Christ.
Hi, I'm Jess Thornburg with Homestead & Co. Realty. I'm a local realtor that lives locally. I live here and I work here. Growing up in rural Oklahoma, I was taught the value of doing the right thing. I know how valuable relationships are with good people. So I'd like to apply for the relationship of being your realtor. I'm not a high-pressure salesperson from the city, so call me at 405-471-9855 when you're thinking real estate. You'll get information from a real person without the sales pressure. Call me at 405-471-9855. Let's go, Lindsay.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
Back to wrap up this girls' game, 56-45. The Lady Dragons, the 11-point lead. The Leopards dropped to 9-14. Purcell improves to 17-6. Looking at the scoring, Purcell had 3 players in double figures. Haven Buchanan finishes with 16 after 3 threes in that first half, or that ball game. 2 of those in the first half. Lauren Holmes and Timley Winters both finished with 10 apiece. 7 from Kenneth Esparza, 6 from KK Eck, 4 from Ella Resendez, 3 from Hannah Winokur. Round out the scoring for Purcell, who I had 18 of 27 from the free throw line.
That's what
we matched.
got. Yep.
I did something right. The Leopards, 1 player in double figures. Cameron Perry had 5 threes in the game, finishes with 17 on the night. Emily Stone with 9, all in that fourth quarter. Made it 11 at the free throw line. 6 from Cannon Russell, 5 from Maddie McGowan, 4 from Aristide Valenciano, and 2 from Chloe Ince. Rounds out the scoring for the Leopards, who went 13 of 22.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
I'm
what I
going
got.
Leopards +1 on the glass at 23-22. Purcell with 15 turnovers and the Leopards with 20. And we'll go talk shooting with Lynn.
Yeah, and shooting wasn't that bad, 35% for the game. They were 6 for 15 from three-point range, 6 for 19 from two-point range. Shooting the three pretty well. I mean, that's, let me do a little quick math here. That's about 40%. 6 for, 2 for 5, 6, that's 40% from three-point range. So 35% on the game from the field, 12 for 34. Purcell Lady Dragons a little bit better. They get 17 baskets out of their 41 shots, 41%. They were 11 for 18 from two-point range, 6 for 23 from three-point range. But, you know, they outscore us by 10 from two-point range. We match them in three-point range, and they outscore us by 5 from the free throw line. So, you know, that's the problem is you got to not turn the ball over. I know the disparity was only 5, and a lot of their rebounds that they got were offensive. So offensive rebounds and turnovers, we've talked about it all year, and it jumped up. But, you know, a well-played first half, third quarter, well-played fourth quarter. Just that third quarter where you get outscored 17-3 came out a little flat, and Purcell took advantage of it, and that's what propelled them to the win.
So we'll step aside. We'll get ready for a boys matchup coming up after this. The Lindsay Leopards looking to take on the number 3 ranked team in Class 2A, and the Purcell Dragons. Purcell ranked number 1 for part of the season up there. But we'll do that coming up after this timeout. Leopard basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
Back here to get you set up for this boys matchup. Starting lineup for the Purcell Dragons. They will start this way. Number 1 is Brody Gallion. Gallion, a senior. Number 2, Kobe Freeman, the sophomore. Number 10 is Braden Tharp. Tharp is a sophomore as well. 21 is Hayden Ice, the senior. And who did I miss out of that starting lineup? And now they turn the lights off. I can't see.
1, 2, 10, 12.
Lincoln Eubank, the senior.
Yeah.
Head coach for the Dragons, Roger Raper. He's assisted by Camden Patterson. Jake Devaney. Purcell comes in 21-1 on the season. Ranked number 3 in the state in Class 3A. for the Lindsay Leopards. At guard will be number 1. That is Mitchell Henson. Get my flashlight out here. Henson, the 5'10 senior. At center, number 3, Ryan Kennedy. Kennedy is a 6'6 senior. At guard will be number 10, Ty Ferguson. Ferguson is a 5'7 senior. At forward, number 23, Caleb Ince. Ince is a 6-foot-tall junior. And at guard will be number 33, Jaden Watts. Watts is a 6-foot-tall senior. Head coach for the Lindsay Leopards, David Davidson. He's assisted by Joe Foster and Will Kaufman. The Leopards come in 16-5 on the season, and last ranked 10th in the state in Class 3A. So this is it. You got a couple of top 10 ranked teams, and we've talked about how tough this conference is when you look at Marlowe, Washington, Lindsay, and Purcell. Boys all ranked in the top 15 or top 18 anyway.
Yep. Yeah, I think Washington's the lowest. They're 16th. Yep. So
this
tough.
conference very, very, very tough. But Kennedy and Hayden Ice will get set to tip this one away. Final regular season game. And Kennedy controls the tip. Henson has it in the backcourt. He will be picked up by Braden Tharp. Ferguson gets it, goes right side to Ince. Ince works back up top to Henson. Ferguson lost the handle momentarily, got it back. Goes to Ince. Ince looks underneath at Kennedy. Double teamed. A lot of contact right there. Steps around, puts it off the glass short. Rebound is tipped, and they're going to turn around and say, I think if Ince would have left that one alone, I think that would have been in the Leopard basketball, but Leopards will turn it over. Up top, Freeman. Got to keep an eye on this kid. Just a sophomore. I can't imagine what he'll be like as a senior. Ice comes to the free throw line to Tharp. He'll give it back out to Eubank. Eubank over to Gallion. Back into the corner, wide open left side. It's Tharp for 3. It skips across, no good. It'll go out of bounds. Leopards will get it back.
Yeah, they're going to be looking to get the ball to Kobe Freeman. Outstanding young player. Probably a move in. Probably a move.
No, he played. He was there last year as a freshman and a killer ball player. He absolutely is. Underneath Kennedy, got around, put it up and in. He got it that time. Ice went for the steal. Kennedy was left open for an easy one.
Yeah, that's going to be a battle all night to watch. Ryan Kennedy and Hayden Ice.
Freeman gets it. Long 3 on the way. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Ty Ferguson. Watts across the timeline to Henson. Henson looks to penetrate. Gets to the left elbow. Elevates. Dumps and puts it in. Henson gives the Leopards an early 4-0 lead. And quickly here comes Purcell. Tharp with it right wing. Underneath. And Ince steals the pass. Second turnover on Purcell.
Yeah, they're going to be looking to go inside to Hayden Ice as well, trying to get Ryan Kennedy in foul trouble.
Ince underneath Kennedy, turns around, elevates, and then threw it away. Want to go back to Henson, but Gallion was right in the way. The floater will not go for Freeman, but he'll head to the free throw line as the foul called on the Leopards. Goes on number 10, Ty Ferguson. That's the first foul of the game. Kobe Freeman heads to the line to shoot 2. Purcell will put nobody on the line with him shooting. And he'll drain the first one to get the Dragons on the board. They trail 4-1 here early. And Freeman goes 2 for 2 to make it a 4-2 ball game. Henson will walk it up. Goes to Jaden. Comes back up to Ferguson. Underneath. Turns around and then threw it away. Kennedy, a little too much on that pass, and Leopards now with 3 turnovers.
Yeah, and Kennedy's got to turn around and square up on that guy. I think he's playing a little timid right now.
Freeman tries to get around the screen from Ice. He'll go back over the right side to Eubank. into the right corner. Gallion turns down the three, comes back up to Eubank inside Ice, who had a size advantage on Watts. And Ice will get the basket. And the foul called on Jaden Watts, as Ice will get an and one opportunity here. Watts picks up his first and the team's second. And a chance for Purcell to take the lead here. With 5:19 left in the first, it's tied at 4 right now. And he'll get it done. 5-4 Purcell. Watts across to Ince. Underneath Kennedy. Double team, back out to Ince. 3-ball left corner, won't drop. Eubank the miss. Freeman quickly the other way. Steps through into the lane, get it to Tharp in the left corner. He'll jump stop in the lane. Ice from the free throw line is short. Tharp with the offensive board. Inside Ice, the floater up and in for Hayden Ice. He's got 5 of Purcell's 7 points. And the steal off the inbounds, and Freeman for 3. And it's a 10-4 Purcell lead. They're on a 10-0 run.
Yeah, and that right there is what Kobe Freeman can do. He's so athletic, steal the ball right there.
Kennedy lost it, but was able to bounce it off the legs of Ice out of bounds. It'll be Leopard basketball. And Freeman and Ferguson are having words. So official comes to the scores table. Not sure what he's talking about here, but Watts will inbounds for the Leopards. Jaden looks for Kennedy. Pass is tipped by Eubank. Kennedy baseline jumper is short. Rebound tip. Eubank comes up with it, running the other way. Stops in the lane, puts it behind him to Ice at the free throw line. Freeman will get it back right wing. Kennedy is out on him. Back to Ice, drives into the lane, sends it out to the corner. Eubank for 3. That doesn't drop. Kennedy with the miss. Henson on the handle. Leopards down by 6 as we go under 4 left here in the first. Ferguson over to Ince. Caleb works left. And the backdoor cut. And I think we're going to get a push-off called on Jaden Watts. And that's 2 quick fouls on Jaden. And that will get Brother Bryson in off the bench. Jaden will check out. Bryson Watts, the 6-foot junior. As Gallion will inbound to Freeman in the backcourt. Freeman works right, gets around the screen from Gallion. Now I'll back off. I said, I'll just give it to you. Now he comes back, goes left. Sends it over to Eubank underneath Ice. Double teamed back to Gallion, who couldn't handle the pass. Henson races the other way, fakes the pass, but can't hit the layup. Gallion comes away with the miss. Freeman stops, fires an NBA 3 that rattles out. Henson with the rebound. And Ince to Ferguson, right side to Henson. Back to Bryson. Work it back around to Ince. Catch fire 3, rattles out for Caleb. 2 close ones. Neither one drops for him. And rebound for Hayden Ice. They waste no time getting down the floor. Gallion spin move in the lane. Off the glass, missed it. Hayden Ice, the rebound and the putback. He's got 7 of the 12 points for Purcell.
Yeah, we got to get something going on this offensive end.
For sure. 12-4 Purcell. 2:35 left here in the first quarter. Underneath, Kennedy turns around on Ice, puts it up and in. That's what we got to have. 12-6 Purcell. As Freeman walks it across. Change the offense here. And there's Caleb Ince. Steals the pass. He's got a wide open layup at the other end. 12-8. Purcell by 4. We approach 2 minutes left here in the first. Freeman on the handle. Leopards stay in this man defense. Gallion up top, Ice over to the left side for Eubank. Back up top to Tharp. Freeman down the baseline, gets all the way underneath, sends it back out to Eubank. Henson runs him off the line. He dumps it down low, and Caleb Ince comes away with the loose ball, but he can't come up with it. Ice over to Tharp, who's wide open under the basket and puts it in.
Yeah, good hustle, but just missed one back there.
Ferguson up top to Bryson. Back over to Ince left side into the left corner. Back inside to Kennedy. Turns around, sends it up top. Caleb tries one from the top of the key. That one's good. Caleb Ince for three, and it's a one-possession game at 14-11. We've got 1:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Tharp, right wing, around the screen from Ice. Back to Ice. Ice goes one way, the other way. Nice move from Hayden Ice. And he's got 9 in the quarter, and it's a 16-11 ball game. Henson to Ince. Ince again down to Kennedy. Kennedy goes left, comes back right. Can't get there, but he'll get the foul and 2 free throws. And the foul called on Hayden Ice is just his first, just the first team foul. But Kennedy heads to the line to shoot 2. And the first one from Ryan is up and good. He's got 5. It's 16-12. As Seth Padilla, number 4, the 6-foot-tall senior, checks in for the Leopards. Ferguson will get a seat on the bench. Kennedy has a second free throw on the way. Drops them both. He's got 6. It's 16-13. Purcell by 3. 40 seconds left in the first. Freeman on the handle. Number 25 is Kylan DeFries, who's in the game for the Dragons, along with number 13, Hayden Renfro. And there is Eubank in the lane with the left-hander. 18-13, and another turnover, and a Freeman 3 on the way that misses. Henson with a full head of steam. Kennedy couldn't ever get a handle on it, but he got fouled going up. The Leopards get a break there as DeFries picks up the foul.
Yeah, we got to quit throwing the ball away on the inbounds.
Yeah, that's 6 turnovers on the Leopards in this first half already. 14 seconds left. Kennedy back at the line to shoot 2. And he'll drop that one in as well. Number 4, Noah Mason, the junior, checks in for the Dragons. As Kennedy again, 2 for 2 at the line. Makes it 18-15. Leopards down by 3, 10 seconds left in the quarter. Freeman takes his time across the timeline. Trying to work around the screen from DeFries. Stops, 1 into 3. Henson did a great job of forcing a tough shot right there without fouling. And the Leopards with a quick start, slow middle, and a fine finish to make it a 3-point Purcell lead at the end of 1, 18-15. We're back after this timeout. Leopard basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
So Purcell has the basketball to start the second quarter. They've got a 3-point lead on the Leopards, 18-15. And Glenn, the Leopards came out with a 4-0 run to start the game, and then Purcell went on a 10-0 run to take a 6-point lead. Actually went on a 12-0 run. It was 12-4 at one point.
Yeah, Hayden Ice just is a load down there. I anticipate Coach Davison probably doubling him at some point.
Well, he's out of the game right now as DeFries is in the ball game. He stops top of the key. Good defense from Padilla makes him pick up the dribble. Mason gets it over to Renfro. Now DeFreeze tries to go one way, tries to go the other way. Good defense. Kennedy with the block and the steal, and then a foul on the other way. That'll go on DeFreeze, and that's 2 quick fouls on Kylan DeFreeze. Just the 3rd team foul. So Leopards with the basketball, down by 3. Hanson will bring it up, works right, takes Renfro to the corner, hesitates, goes back baseline, and there'll be an offensive foul. Nope, but they'll say he stepped on the baseline. 7 turnovers now on the Leopards. Quickly, Freeman brings it the other way into the corner, and Mason sends it right back to him. Mason gets it back. Now Eubank, top of the key, long 3 on the way from Eubank, off the front of the rim. Caleb Ince comes down with it for the Leopards.
Great damage.
Leopards with the ball down by 3, approaching 7 minutes left in the first half. Bryson over to Kennedy. Henson right wing, back to Bryson, top of the key. Ince back over to Kennedy, dribbled it off with his foot, got it back, somehow got it to Henson.
That was fortunate.
That was very fortunate. Bryson back up top, Kennedy, quickly left side, Henson. Ince in the left corner. Padilla trying to post up Eubank underneath, but can't get it to him. Ince again over to Bryson, left side, Kennedy. Kennedy takes it baseline, stops, gives it to Padilla. Padilla lost it as Freeman knocked it loose, but right into the hand of Bryson Watts. Padilla will come get it. Sends it to Ince, back to Henson right wing. Leopards being patient on offense right here. Ince inside, and that'll be number 3 on DeFreeze as he tried to knock that inlet pass away. And I think we're going to see, nope, they're going to bring Gallion in. I'm surprised they're not bringing Ice back in. But Brody Gallion will return.
Gallion returns for Purcell.
And DeFreeze will sit. Leopard basketball into their own basket off the 4th team foul on Purcell, and that will also get Braden Tharp back in the ball game as Lincoln Eubank will check out. Kennedy gets the inbounds quickly to Bryson, up top to Ince. Kennedy's trying to fight through a double team. Henson for 3 is way off the mark. Tharp saves the rebound inbounds. You've got to hurry to the other end. Renfro missed the layup. Gallion had the rebound and the putback, but he's fouled by Seth Padilla. His first is the team's 4th, but this will be free throws from Gallion. You cannot hesitate at all because if they will get the ball down the floor. The minute that ball hits somebody's hands, it's across half court.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gallion for 2. We can't get the first one to go. Bryson Watts checks out. Ty Ferguson back in for the Leopards. 6:02 left in the first half. It's still a 3-point Purcell lead, but Brody Gallion has a second free throw coming up. And that one will drop in. Did he cross the line?
Did he? Well, we put it on the board.
I thought I'd tell you it is on the board, but nope, they took it back off.
Oh.
So Ferguson to Padilla between the circles. Back over to Ferguson right wing. Ferguson a long 3. It's up and good. Ties the game at 18. Freeman on the handle. Right wing, Mason. And then underneath, Gallion again got inside. Nice move from Brody Gallion for his first points of the game.
Yeah, they're trying to go inside and get Ryan in foul trouble, and Ryan's playing smart, but you got to play a little tougher defense than that.
Kennedy, again, being pushed around from behind. Brody Gallion picks up his first, team's 5th. And Padilla is going to check out. Bryson Watts back in the ball game for the Leopards. It'll be Leopard basketball out of bounds. Inside, Kennedy again. This time Gallion a little smarter, but Kennedy able to put it in. He's done double figures with 10 already. We're tied at 20. Mason into the lane, sends it left side to Tharp, and they're going to get a blocking foul called on Ferguson. He just didn't quite get there quick enough. Ty picks up his second 15 foul, so no free throws yet. Eubank checks in, replaces Hayden Renfro. Up top, Gallion lost it in the backcourt, over and back. 6 turnovers on the Dragons. The Leopards get it back and a chance to get back on top with the score tied at 20. Henson walks it across. Tharp stays with him. Yentz quickly left side to Bryson. They'll come back to Ferguson. Back over to Henson. Right side for Yentz. Bryson to Ferguson. Henson. Now Kennedy left side. Back up top. Can Ferguson do it again? No. Skipped across, no good. But Bryson Watts nearly had that rebound, but just could not ever come up with it. Mason pushes it ahead to Freeman. Step back three from Freeman. Rattles in. His second three. He's got 8 in the ball game.
Yeah, he's 2 for 6 from out there.
Ince left side, back out to Ferguson. Back over to Bryson. Ince. Henson underneath. Kennedy against Gallion again. Steps through, lays it up and in. 23-22. Leopards down by 1. 4 minutes left to go. Dart takes all the way down to the baseline. Sends it that into the corner. Mason for 3. He rattles out. Henson with the miss. He'll race ahead. Stops right elbow and pulls it back out. Bryson gets it. Sends it back up top to Ferguson. Right side for Ince. Skip it back over to Bryson. Ferguson underneath. The step back. Jumper, no. Rebound tipped around, but Lincoln Eubank comes up with it. Dart for 3. Off the air ball. Kennedy comes away with it. We go to 3:15 left in the first half. Purcell with a 1-point lead at 23-22. Leopards with the basketball. Henson will stand out near the half line and dribble. They'll change up the offense here a little bit. Ferguson up top, Kennedy, and Hintz inside. Ince on Tharp, can't get it to go, but Tharp will pick up the foul. Braden Tharp's first personal. That'll be the 6th team foul. But 2 free throws coming up for Caleb Ince. He had a couple of big baskets in that first quarter. A couple of free throws here would put the Leopards back on top, but he does get the roll on it. Ties the game at 23. Ferguson will check out. And number 13, Armando Hernandez checks in for the Leopards. As Ince goes 2 for 2 at the line. He's got 7 in the ball game. The Leopards are on top. 24-23. Freeman brings it up. And lost it. Henson comes up with it. Ahead to Kennedy. Pass was too long, but he's able to knock it off of Eubank out of bounds. Smart play there by Kennedy.
Now, I'm surprised the ice has been out this whole quarter. He was gassed there at the end of the first quarter, but they've set him the whole second quarter here.
Number 14, J.R. Resendez checks in for the Dragons. Henson looking for somebody to inbounds it to.
Oh.
He didn't have to do that, but luckily Henson was there to get it. He could have just tracked that down in the backcourt. But Ince underneath Kennedy, out to Henson. Long 2 on the way from Mitchell, up and good. 26-23, Leopards by 3. Eubank out in the corner. Back to Gallion. Tharp underneath. Back out to Eubank. Hernandez runs him off the line. They work it back around to Resendez. Tharp now with Hintz on him. Hintz knocks the ball loose, but Renfro comes up with it. Back into the corner. Eubank looks the lob inside, and a nice turnover. And then Gallion picks up his second as he runs over Ryan Kennedy. But you got to credit that whole thing to Bryson Watts, who came up with that steal. And Kennedy will go to the line. That is a 17th foul.
Yeah, very athletic play there.
Kennedy at the line. He's got 12 points in this first half. This is a 1-and-1 for Ryan. And he drops it in. This will be his 6th free throw attempt, and that puts the Leopards up by 4. 27-23. There's a minute 57 left to go before halftime. And Kennedy still perfect at the line, 6 for 6. 28-23 Leopards, a minute 50 to go. Freeman brings it across. Tharp gets it high on that right side, goes into the corner. J.R. Resendez goes back to the corner to Tharp. Hands it back off to Renfro. Now Eubank out near the half line with it. Ince is out with him. Renfro gets it back on the wing right side. Goes inside to Tharp. Tharp back out to Eubank left wing.
Yeah, they don't really have a post player in there right now.
They really don't. Ince nearly knocked that ball loose from Eubank. Now he's picked up his dribble. He'll go to Tharp, the top of the key. Down the lane, Renfro, tough shot, will not go. Caleb Ince comes down with a miss. And the Leopards have got the ball with a minute 5 left to go in the half with a 5-point lead.
And the arrow. We usually run it down for one shot in this case, but
who knows?
Yeah, let's see what Coach Davidson elects to do here.
Ince is looking inside at Kennedy, waiting for somebody to pop out. And then Kennedy got the chair pulled out from under him, and the Leopards turn it over. Freeman brings it up with 40 seconds left. Goes over to Resendez, back up to Freeman. Renfro comes to get it right size. Back over to Resendez on the wing. Back out to Freeman. Leopards are switching everything right here. Almost like a zone. Eubank, Resendez decides not to take it into the trees. Pulls it back out. Eubank to Renfro. He'll go down, and then Ryan Kennedy comes away with the steal. Nearly lost it. He'll send it all the way into the right corner for Henson. He'll go to the baseline and get fouled. And that'll put Henson at the free throw line. Now they're going to call it on the drive, say he wasn't shooting the ball. Hayden Renfro picks up his first 8th team foul, so it's a 1-and-1 for Mitchell Henson. His first trip to the line, and he drops that one in for his 5th point. Puts the Leopards up by 6. 5.4 seconds left before halftime, and Henson can't get the second one to drop. Quickly the other way, Freeman, and he gets blocked by Bryson Watts at the buzzer, and the Leopards will go to the locker room with a 6-point lead and the possession arrow over the number 3 ranked team in Class 3A in the Purcell Dragons. We're going to send it back to JD when Glenn and I will add up some of our officially unofficial stats from the first half. Be back with more from Leopard Arena after this timeout. Leopard basketball presented by the First National Bank here on KBLPlive.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office. S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay-owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 psi, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
Shannon's Beauty Salon would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes good luck this basketball season. And go KK!
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
PASS is a nonprofit organization who's devoted to making a difference in the substance use and abuse in Garvin County. The vision of PASS is to reduce the prevalence of drugs in our community through collaborative planning, community action, and policy engagement. We are a local coalition of individuals and organizations working together in our community to prevent substance abuse and provide support to families struggling with drug addiction. PASS is primarily run by volunteers, and we need your help so that PASS can continue to grow and serve our community. There are many opportunities to serve, so if you are not already a member of PASS and would like to join, then let us know you wish to be a volunteer. Thank you so much for being a part of this wonderful cause.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We're located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
We're back here at halftime. The pie and cake auction continues. Something just went for $1,000, Glenn.
Yeah, $1,100.
$1,100,
yeah.
wasn't it? I think
Yeah.
it was some kind of peanut butter fudge, I think, with peanut butter glaze or something on it. I would have loved to have had that, but, $1,000 was my limit. I couldn't go that high. Kevin doesn't pay me enough money to do that.
Yeah.
This has been a fun first half to watch. The Leopards were down 3 at the end of one, 18-15, but turned it around there in that second quarter and took a 29-23 lead to the halftime locker room. Purcell led in that first half by Hayden Ice, who had 9 points all in that first quarter. 8 from Kobe Freeman off of a couple of three-point baskets, and then 2 apiece from Brody Gallion, Braden Tharp, and Lincoln Eubank round out the scoring for the Dragons. I had them 3 of 5 from the charity stripe.
Yep.
The Lindsay Leopards led by Ryan Kennedy. He's got 14 in the first half. He is a perfect 6 for 6 from the free throw line as well. 7 from Caleb Ince, 5 from Mitchell Henson, and a three-point basket from Ty Ferguson rounds out the scoring for the Leopards, who were really good from the line. They were 9 of 10 from the charity stripe. Leopards are -2 on the glass, however, at 11-9, and the Leopards end up with 8 turnovers in that first half, 9 for the Dragons. But Glenn, 8 of those turnovers, there was at least 2, if not 3, early in the game that cost the Leopards some easy baskets on this end of the floor.
Yeah, we're throwing it into them.
Yeah.
We're inbounding after a made basket, and they're stealing the ball and getting shots. And so those kind of things can't happen in a matchup like this of top 10 teams. But, it's really, really even. Lindsay has 7 2-pointers. Purcell has 7 2-pointers. Lindsay has 2 3-pointers. Purcell has 2 3-pointers. The difference in the game is the free throw line, where, like you said, Lindsay's getting 9 for 10, and Purcell is 3 for 5. So there's the difference, the 6-point difference. We are 9 for 17 for 53% from the floor. They are 9 for 24. Or 38% from the floor. So good first half. We need to learn from the girls. Don't come out flat.
Exactly.
Don't come out flat.
Cannot come out flat.
Don't come out flat. High energy.
So we'll see if the Leopards can continue this one on. Again, this is a very good Purcell team, and a team that, I went back and looked up their games and get their scores. And if I can get my sheet back up here, this was a Purcell team that, and that was the wrong one. That's the girls. I don't want that one. I want this one right here. When they played Lexington the other night, Lexington was tied with them at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they end up beating Lexington 77-41, so they lose. But Lex was tied with them at halftime. Pauls Valley took them to the very end. It was 56-53, Purcell by 3. But Pauls Valley had the basketball with 2 seconds left in the ball game, down by 3. So they had a chance to get in and hit a long 3 that would have tied the game and sent it to overtime. So, this is a really good Purcell team. I don't want to take anything away from them. Their only loss came to Marlowe back in the first part of December. Other than that, a perfect record at 21-1. But, the last 3 or 4 games here, they beat Pauls Valley twice, but the first time was by 13, the second time just by 3. They did come back and avenge that loss to Marlowe and beat them 62-46. But Evans with 20, Eubank with 14, Evans with 18, Freeman with 24, Freeman with 15, Evans with 20. And you look at the scoring here in this first half, and the Leopards have really kind of held them down. Malachi Evans has not even been in the game.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's not here, if he's hurt. And the rumor is we've been talking about the fact that they took Hayden Nice out after in that first quarter.
Right at the end of the first quarter.
You mentioned that he was gassed. There was an observer saw him go to the locker room off the bench and has not been seen since. So I'm not sure what's up with Hayden Nice, whether he'll be back here in the second half. They don't have Malachi Evans. That's a big loss to them. So, this may be a hampered Purcell team coming out here in the second half, depending on how those two things fly out. But,
Yeah, and you hate to see a team not be at full strength, but you still got to go out and execute. That's part of life, part of basketball. When you face adversity, what are you going to do? So the Leopards can't look at that. They've still got to come out and take care of business and do what they do, and they've done a really good job of that for the most part that first half.
Well, we mentioned the girls' game in case you did miss it. The Leopardettes came up on the short end of the stick tonight, 56-45, the final score. The Leopardettes were down 6 at the end of 1, came back to have a 2-point lead at halftime, but that dismal third quarter where they got outscored 17-3 in that third quarter, and that spelled disaster for them as they end up outscoring Purcell in that final quarter, 21-20. But, again, they just dug such a deep hole in that third quarter and could not rebound from that. And, of course, both of these teams will head to district playoffs this Saturday night. The Leopardettes will be here at home against Kingston, the Leopards as well. And Purcell, boys and girls, will host Lexington they're at Purcell for their district matchup. So,
and we can't emphasize enough, those are 6 o'clock starts
6
now,
o'clock start time.
Not 6:30 like it's been all year. And they did this in the playoffs last year, and then they changed it. But right now, in black and white on paper, it is a 6 o'clock start on Saturday night. And the OSSAA, since it is the playoffs, are the only ones that can change that.
That is correct.
I think they would have done so by now had if they were going to do that. So, I think distance, the fact that Thursday night games are school nights, and the distance that a lot of teams have to travel for regionals and area, really has a lot to do with that time change.
Well, we mentioned earlier some of the teams where they'll be playing this week. I've already mentioned the fact that the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes are playing this Saturday night. Purcell also hosting Lexington this Saturday night. They're at Purcell. Purcell also will play their first round games at regionals there at Purcell and then go to Lone Grove for the rest of their regional. Leopards and Leopardettes will travel to Kingston for their regional games. Mentioned Washington gets a bye. They'll get their first round game for regionals. They're at Washington, and then they travel to Beggs for the rest of their regional there. And mentioned Marlowe hosting Davis for their regionals, and they will be on the other side of our bracket when we get to Kingston. Marlowe and Davis play this Saturday night, and then they'll go to Marlowe for their first round of regionals before they join us there in Kingston coming up on Friday and Saturday. And then we'll drop into Class 4A. Pauls Valley will be on the road at Blanchard. That game will be this Friday night as Pauls Valley at Blanchard, and then they will go to, I'll make sure I get this right here, they go to McLeod for their first round of regionals, and then go to Weatherford for the rest of their regional matchups. Bridge Creek hosts John Marshall this Friday night, and Bridge Creek will be then traveling to Kingfisher for their first round regional game, and then go to Cleveland. So, we get Kingston and then go to Ada for our area game. So we still got, hopefully we got a lot of travel left to do.
Yeah.
With these two teams, the way the Leopards and Leopardettes are playing, I can see a lot of games headed into postseason for us.
Yeah, both teams playing really well. Even the girls, even though they lost, they played really well, and they're playing within themselves. And I really can see them going a long ways. They've got a chance to be in the area tournament for sure. And the boys, they're expecting to be in the area tournament and anticipating being in the state tournament. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, so.
Well, let's send it back up to JD. We'll take a timeout here, and then we'll get back to the start of the third quarter. Again, the Leopards will have the ball to start the third quarter when we come back after this. This has been your First National Bank halftime show here on your sports leader in South Central Oklahoma, FM 105 and KBLP Live.
Hey, LINDSAY community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the LINDSAY Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The LINDSAY Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the LINDSAY Church of Christ.
Hi, I'm Jess Thornburg with Homestead & Co. Realty. I'm a local realtor that lives locally. I live here and I work here. Growing up in rural Oklahoma, I was taught the value of doing the right thing. I know how valuable relationships are with good people. So I'd like to apply for the relationship of being your realtor. I'm not a high-pressure salesperson from the city, so call me at 405-471-9855 when you're thinking real estate. You'll get information from a real person without the sales pressure. Call me at 405-471-9855. Let's go, Lindsay.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project.
Leopards send their starting five back out to start the third quarter. Kennedy, Ince, Henson, Jaden Watts, and Ty Ferguson. And Hayden Ice is missing from the lineup here to start this third quarter for the Dragons. Henson on the handle, works left, gets it to Ince. They'll do a double screen to get Jaden Watts at the free throw line, drains it. Nice job to get it into Jaden. Leopards' biggest lead of the game at 31-23. Inside, Gallion turns around on Kennedy, can't get it to drop. Ryan with the rebound.
Yeah, good defense right there. Stay straight up. Step through and block out and get that miss.
Hence left wing. Comes back up to Ferguson between the circles. Back right side to Henson. Mitchell skips it back over to Ince. Watts left elbow, sends it back over to Henson right wing. Mitchell back inside. Watts turnaround jumper, drain it. Nice touch from Jaden Watts.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know that they know it, but they're playing right into our hands. We would love to run clock and let it end in a scoring opportunity, and that's exactly what they're doing by running that zone. They're slowing the game down for us.
Gallion over to Freeman. Works around the Gallion screen. Three ball from Freeman, no. And they're going to get Eubank up over the back of Caleb Ince for that rebound. Lincoln picks up just his first team foul of the half.
Yeah, Kobe Freeman now 2 for 7 from three-point range.
Henson works to the right. Freeman stays with him. They'll give it to Jaden out on the right wing. Jaden back to Ferguson. Ferguson steps top of the key to the high post. Ince. Jaden Watts for three. No. Ryan Kennedy's right there, and he'll get fouled on that rebound by number 13, Hayden Renfro. That'll be Renfro's second team foul. Leopard basketball under their own basket. Kennedy gets it out in the left corner, sends it up to Ferguson. Quickly right side. Ince back to Ferguson. Henson out on the left corner. Renfro all over him. Gallions touches off his drive down the baseline. They'll send it out to Hintz. Ferguson top of the key for three. It's off the front of the iron, no good. Brody Gallion with the miss. Eubank will push it up into the right corner. Tharp down the band. Out to Renfro. Back over to Eubank right wing. Looking underneath at Tharp, but Ince is right there with him. Freeman gets it back. Works around the screen from Gallion. Drives the lane. Sends it out in the corner. Eubank for three. Short. And Ryan Kennedy skies for his sixth rebound.
Yeah, and Lincoln Eubank's off tonight. He's 0 for 3 from three-point range, and he's usually deadly out there.
Deadly out there, exactly. Right elbow. Watts the no-look pass down to Kennedy. They're going to get an offensive foul on Ryan. Nice job, Renfro, with got the foul call, and that's exactly what he needed to do because he knew he couldn't stop him any other way, and he took the bump.
Yeah.
Ryan picks up his first personal.
If we had that arc, that would have been a block for sure.
Renfro trying to get away from Henson. Can't get it done. Renfro gets it back. Out into the right corner. Eubank for three. That one drops. You do not want Lincoln Eubank to get warmed up from out there.
Nope.
26-33. Purcell back within 7. We've got 4:50 left in the third. Ferguson stands with it right wing.
Now they're back to a man.
Yep. And again, the right elbow jumper short this time from Jaden. And Kennedy picks up 2 quick fouls. Do not need him to pick up another one here. Freeman across the timeline. Renfro back up top to Gallion. Eubank breaks out right wing. Jaden right there with him. Dart top of the key. Goes back to Freeman left wing. Drives in. Brings it out to Eubank. Drives into the lane. Jump stops. And sends it down into the corner for Tharp. And then Ince bats the pass out of bounds. It'll stay with the Dragons. 33-26. Leopards by 7. We've got 4:17 left in the third. Freeman the inbound. Works left. Henson picks him up there. Tharp between the circles. Gallion down low. Kennedy stays there with him. They'll send it back up top to Eubank. Eubank. 3 will not drop. Kennedy, another rebound. Outlet for Ferguson. Ty races down. Now he'll pull it back out to Henson. Left side Watts, down low Kennedy, turns around on Gallion, won't drop. Tharp with the miss. Outlet for Freeman. And stripped from behind by Kennedy. Henson to Kennedy, and Kennedy with the two-hand jam. Puts the Leopards back up by 9, 35-26. Freeman on the handle, works around the screen from Gallion. Rebound tipped. Gallion comes up with it. That's short. This time knocked out of bounds. We're going to say last touch by Ferguson. It'll be Purcell basketball. 35-26 Leopards. 3:13 left to go here in the third quarter. Eubank to inbounds into Freeman in the lane. Hintz nearly tied him up. Renfro to Tharp, back up top to Freeman. Freeman into the lane, takes a bump. They're going to wave off the basket. They're going to say it's on the drive as Henson will pick up his first. Third team foul. So this will be inbounds on the baseline for Purcell as Eubank will inbound. Out into the corner for Renfro. Back underneath Gallion, and this time Jaden Watts. Actually, it was Tharp that got that into. And Jaden picks up his third.
Fouls. We can't be doing that.
That's the fourth team foul on the Leopards. He will check out. Bryson Watts checks back in for the Leopards. Eubank again will inbounds. And Henson steals the inbounds pass. He'll race the other way, and Freeman will pick up the foul. And Henson will go to the line for 2 as Kobe Freeman picks up his first. And that's the third team foul on Purcell. Mitchell with 5 points in the first half. 1 for 2 at the line. And that one's perfect. Puts the Leopards back up by 10, 36-26. DeFries is going to check back in for Renfro. Noah Mason also back in the ball game, replaces Braden Tharp. Henson can't get that second one to drop. DeFries has it, nearly lost it. And Freeman the other way. The floater in the lane will not drop, and knocked out of bounds by Gallion. It'll be Leopard basketball. Kennedy was all alone back there, and Henson went, oh, I missed you. But Gallion was back by then. And Henson's just going to stand with it. If Eubank's going to let him stay back there, he'll just dribble out there all day.
Yeah, like I said, we are very adept at this style of basketball. In fact, we enjoy playing this style of basketball.
Caleb Ince is going to see how much energy DeFreeze has got because Caleb's just going to run all the time. And Henson's just standing there dribbling the basketball. That's almost fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yep. And now they're going to come out and start to put a little pressure on the Leopards. As we go under 2 minutes left in the third. Henson with the basketball. The Leopards have got a 10-point lead. Ince comes to get it. Left side to Bryson. He's going to work right. Come back to Henson out near the half line. Eubank on the defense. Henson drives down, leaves it in the corner. Caleb from the right corner for three, and it's up and good. Well, you can't draw it up much better than that.
Nope. Run about a minute and a half off and then make a three in the corner.
13-point lead, the biggest of the game for the Leopards. A minute 20 to go, and Henson whistled for the reach-in foul. That'll be 2 on Mitchell.
And again, it's 5 team fouls. That's the thing that's worrisome is you don't want to get in a situation where they can kill the clock and have scoring opportunities at the free throw line there in the fourth quarter.
Freeman gets away from Henson, steps down, runs over Caleb Ince, and they're going to call Ince for the blocking foul. Again, I'm not sure about that. But Caleb's first personal is the 6th team foul now. They're going to call 2 free throws here for Kobe Freeman. Was 2 for 2 way back in the first quarter, his only trip to the line. And that one will go in for him. He's got 9 in the ball game now. Pulls the Dragons back within 12. And he got them both. 39-28, Leopards on top by 11. Ince is going to get a breather as Seth Padilla checks back in for the Leopards. A minute 15 left in the third. Henson will walk it up. Padilla to Bryson, left side, picked up by DeFreeze. Comes to Ferguson. Freeman on him. Back over to Padilla. Back to Henson. Under a minute to go. Henson will stand with it as long as there's not a count going. Now there is. He'll get it over to Padilla. DeFreeze on him. Gets it back to Bryson Watts. Bryson will work back over to Henson. Padilla again steps out. DeFreeze all over him. Bryson back over to Henson. We'll go to 30 seconds left. Henson drives down, stops, flips it out to Ferguson and threw it away. The Leopards give it back with 28 seconds left. As Freeman will bring it up. Purcell down by 11. And now Purcell looks like they may want to hold it for a final shot here. The Leopards are fine to let them do that if they're trailing by 11.
Yep.
Down to 7, down to 6. Step back 3 from Freeman, doesn't drop. Gallion the rebound, and that putback will count for Brody Gallion. Got a block out. And the Dragons close with a 4-0 run, and it's 39-30 Leopards at the end of 3. We'll take a timeout and come back after this. Leopard basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Purcell basketball out of the timeout. I think we're going to see a large dose of Kobe Freeman right here, driving to the lane. He'll give it off to DeFreeze this time. Free throw jumper from DeFreeze off the mark. Caleb Ince with the miss. Ince will bring it across the timeline. Jaden Watts back in the game, has it left wing. Back up top for Ferguson. Henson to Ince right side. Back up to Jaden. Ferguson left side. Henson lobs it down low, and Gallion just picked up foul number 3. Trying to come up over the top and knock that inlet pass away. Just the 4th team foul, so we don't shoot free throws yet. Henson to inbound under her own basket. Kennedy right back out to Henson in the corner. He'll drive in, send it out to Ince. For Ince from the right side for 3, and it's good.
Caleb's feeling it right now.
42-30, Leopards back up by 12. Freeman in the lane, floater won't drop. Henson with the miss. Freeman coming behind him. Henson takes it down, left elbow jumper. Up and good for Mitchell Henson. 44-30 Leopards, a 14-point game. Timeout Purcell. But the Leopards, their biggest lead of the game at 7:01 left. We'll take a timeout with them and come back to Leopard Arena after this. Leopard basketball is presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
7:01 left to go in the ball game. The Leopards have opened up their biggest lead of the game at 44-30. But Purcell basketball out of the timeout as Freeman will bring it up. The work left, comes back to DeFreeze between the circles. DeFreeze looks to drive in on Kennedy. Kennedy forces a tough shot, and Ty Ferguson fights for a loose ball, but he just can't come up with it. And it'll go out of bounds. What a hustle, though, from Ty Ferguson.
Yeah, almost came up with it. Stepped on the sidelines, though, over there, apparently.
So DeFreeze will inbound. Kennedy, the defense there, and they get it into the lane to Gallion. Ince tips the pass that was intended for Mason in the corner, and then Kennedy steals that pass. And Henson will bring it up with 6:30 left to go. Leopards with the ball in a 14-point lead.
I'd like to see about a 6-minute stall right here.
Ferguson threw it away, trying to get it underneath. Freeman can't finish that one, and Ince knocks the rebound away. And then we're going to get Eubank fouling Kennedy going the other way. Might not be a bad foul right there because that is just a 15 foul, and Kennedy was for sure probably going to lay that one in.
Yeah. If not dunk it.
If not dunk it. Henson gets the inbounds from Kennedy. They go right back inside. He'll turn around with the 6-footer. It's short, though. DeFreeze with the miss for the Dragons. Outlet for Freeman. Quickly right side. Eubank for 3. No. DeFreeze flies up over the back, knocks the rebound away from Kennedy, but right into the hands of Jaden Watts. 14-point lead for the Leopards. We go to 5:50 left in the ball game. Ince left side, back out to Ferguson. Over to Watts. Back to Henson, right wing. He'll take it to the baseline, flip it to Kennedy. Kennedy fouled and it'll roll in. Get an and one for Ryan Kennedy. The foul on DeFreeze is his 4th. 46-30 Leopards. That is their biggest lead yet with 5:37 left. Kennedy back at the line. He's got 18 in the ball game now. And make it 19. He's still perfect at the line. 7 for 7. 47-30 Leopards. Freeman on the handle, drives in, floater, won't drop, rebound tipped right back to Freeman. That one's off the mark, and Ferguson comes away with that one. Henson races up, and he'll pull it back out. Jaden gets it left side to Ince. He'll go back down, sends it underneath to Kennedy, turns around on Gallion, sends it to Henson, right corner, and Mitchell traveled with it. Went to make that fake and jumped with both feet. And the Leopards now with 12 turnovers in the game. Bryson Watts returns for the Leopards. Ferguson will get a chance to catch his breath. 5:06 left in the ball game. 47-30, Leopards by 17. Freeman will race it up. Goes right wing. Gallion trying to get away from Ince. And Freeman, the long three is up and good for Kobe Freeman. 47-33 as Henson races up. Gives it to Ince, back over to Jaden. Bryson right wing. Back up top to Henson. Ince works down, sends it inside Kennedy. Kennedy steps around, got his man in the air, off with the left hand, rolls off the front of the rim, no good. Gallion with his 5th rebound. Mason all alone in the corner in transition, no. Long rebound, Watts nearly had it. Eubank came up with it, and Freeman, a long three, won't go. Kennedy with his 8th rebound. The Leopards still have a 14-point lead in the basketball as we approach 4 minutes left in the game. Henson with Freeman on him top of the key. Goes over to Watts right side. That is Bryson over to Jaden. Ince back to Jaden. Back to Bryson. Goes baseline. Lobs to Kennedy right elbow. Kennedy steps in. Spin move. Can't get his man in the air, so he'll come back out with it. Good defense that time from Gallion. Bryson to Jaden left wing. Back up to Henson. Henson down on the baseline, too strong with it. Tipped out to Freeman for the rebound. He'll take it all the way the other way. Shot partially blocked by Bryson, but Eubank had it, and then Eubank comes up over the back of Caleb Ince. And Lincoln Eubank picks up his 3rd.
2, 4, 6.
And that'll be the 7th team foul. So
they are
free throws for Caleb Ince.
Purcell is 1 for 12 in the 4th quarter from the floor. 1 for 12.
Timeout on the floor taken by Purcell. We'll come back after this. Leopard basketball presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
47-33, Leopards by 14. We've got 3:24 left to go in the ball game. Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemake here courtside at Leopard Arena. J.D. Scruggs, Andrew Lyon up top along with Kevin Scruggs. Brianna Miller back at our studios in beautiful downtown Lindsay. And at the free throw line for a 1-and-1 is Caleb Ince, who's got 13 in the ball game. And drops that one in. Puts the Leopard lead back to 15 at 48-33. Leopards making sure they know who's got who here as Caleb will go 2 for 2 at the line. He's perfect 4 for 4 on the night. And the Leopards have a 16-point lead. Kobe Freeman brings it across for the Dragons. Works left, back into the lane, fakes the floater inside, or takes the pass and takes the floater. And he'll draw the contact from Caleb Ince. That's his 2nd personal. And he'll put Kobe Freeman right back at the free throw line. He's 4 for 4 there tonight. But Glenn, you said they've had a tough time shooting in this quarter. Purcell, that is.
Yeah, 1 for 13 from the floor this quarter.
And Freeman misses his first free throw of the night. He was a perfect 4 for 4 before that. And Freeman's second one on the way. That one will drop in. He's got 14 in the ball game. 49-34 Leopards as Jaden Watts pushes it up, needs some help. Gets it to Caleb Ince, over to Bryson. Bryson Watts works left, picks up his dribble, comes to Henson, fall on the right side. 3 minutes left in the ball game. Henson goes to Jaden. Jaden back out to Henson, who thought about that three awful hard, but Leopards are trying to run clock right now, and now we'll get a foul on Kobe Freeman. That's just his second, but 18 fouls, and that'll put Mitchell Henson back at the line for a 1-and-1. Mitchell's got 8 points in the ball game. Hopefully pick up a couple of free throws here, and he drops the first one in. Pushes the Leopard lead back to 16 at 50-34. 17 has been their largest deficit, or their largest lead, Purcell's biggest deficit, and they match it there with that second free throw from Henson at 51-34. Tharp on the handle across the key, sends it all the way into the right corner for Eubanks. Runs into the right elbow, shot too strong. Caleb Ince claims it for the Leopards. Jaden gives it to Bryson to bring up. Now back to Jaden. Tharp will pick up the defense in the backcourt. He'll race across. Jaden to Ince. Back over to Bryson left wing as we've got 2:15 left in the ball game. Kennedy will dribble out near the half line. Gallion stays with him. Now Kennedy flips it to Bryson. Bryson will work out near the half line. I don't like it out here in this corner. There's too the half line and the sideline. It's like, you're too close. Leopards just playing keep away here as they go under 2 minutes and have a 17-point lead. Gallion, good defense on Kennedy. Henson gets around Freeman, circles back out. And we'll have a timeout as Coach Roger Raper is going to bring in his subs. So in for Purcell, number 22 is Parker Page, the sophomore. Number 35, I don't have. 15 is Kyler Rangel. Number 14 is J.R. Resendez back in. And the Leopards will also bring in their bench. Creed Taylor is number 0, the 5'10 freshman. Number 22 is Bryce Cater, the 6-foot freshman. Number 5, Parker Dodson in the game. 34 is Priest Williams. And who am I missing? 32.
Gustavo Torres. Parker
Dodson sends it over to Cater. Dodson back to Taylor. Back out to Cater. And the layup inside. Is that Cater?
Yep.
Bryce Cater. 53-34. And then the other end, scoop shot nearly goes in for Jamie Resendez. And then Dodson throws it away. J.R. Resendez has it. Back up top, Jamie Resendez. Into the right corner. Again, I don't have 35 on my roster. And it's taken away by Cater. Underneath, Taylor to Gustavo Torres. Back up top, Priest Williams turns down to 3, sends it out to Cater as we get to 25 seconds left in the ball game. Taylor back out to Williams. Back over to Cater. Taylor between the circles.
I knew that chant was coming, just like football.
Yeah. Student sections, they don't have any shame.
No.
And Priest Williams will hang on to it for the final 3 seconds of this one, and the Lindsay Leopards are going to hang on and knock off the number 3 team in the state, the Purcell Dragons. 53-34. The Leopards will finish with a 19-point victory over the Purcell Dragons. So Lindsay improves to now 17-5 on the season. That's just the second loss of the season for the Purcell Dragons. And this is a whole different ball game if Hayden Nice plays this ball game, Glenn. It's you almost kind of feel for Purcell that they didn't get to play us full strength for the whole game, because that would have been fun to see which one of those big guys finishes the game.
Yeah, because it was going to be back and forth, and it was a shame that Purcell wasn't at full strength there. But hey, a win's a win, and you'll definitely take it. You played well. They played very well. So nothing obviously you could do about injuries and sicknesses and stuff like that. So
Right.
you just take care of you, and that's what they did.
Well, let's look at some of these final numbers here. Glenn's adding his up. I think I've pretty much got most of what I need here. But for the Purcell Dragons, Kobe Freeman leads the way for them. He had 14 in the ball game, 6 of those in the second half. Had 9 from Hayden Nice, and he had all of those in that first quarter before he left and did not return to the game. 5 from Lincoln Eubank, 4 from Brody Gallion, and 2 from Braden Tharp. Rounds out the scoring for the Dragons. The Dragons just attempt 4 free throws in the second half. They end up 6 of 9 from the charity stripe, if my numbers are correct. For
That's what I got.
The Leopards, they have 3 players in double figures. But Ryan Kennedy leads the way with 19 on the night. Caleb Ince, 15 points tonight, had 3 threes in the game. He was a perfect 4 for 4 from the line. Ryan was a perfect 7 for 7. And then Mitchell Henson had 10, and he was 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Let's see, 4 from Jaden Watts, 3 from Ty Ferguson, and 2 from Bryce Cater. Rounds out the scoring for the Leopards. 2, 4, 6, 7. They have 17 free throw attempts in the game. Is that right? 2,
Yep.
4, 6. I've got them, 15 of 17?
That's right.
That's a great free throw percentage.
Yeah.
Ryan Kennedy, to go along with his 19 points, had 8 rebounds. 8, 12, 14, 15. So the Leopards get 20 rebounds in the ball game. 7, 10, 13, 14, 16, 18. So they are +2 on the glass at 20-18. And then Purcell ends up with 16 turnovers in the game. The Leopards end up with 13. And we'll go over to Glenn and talk about the shooting numbers.
Well, let me talk about the Leopards first. They
Okay.
shot outstanding. They were 13 for 22 from 2-point range, 4 for 10 from 3-point range, both outstanding percentages there. 17 for 32 from the field, 53%, which is what they shot in the first half. They were very consistent all night, took really good shots, and made them. Purcell, on the other hand, let me run a quick number here. Let's see here.
Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
They were 3 for 25 from the field for 9% the second half.
Ouch.
9% the second half. The last 3 quarters without Hayden Nice, they were 15%, 5 for 34.
Man,
So-
after they were 38%.
Yeah,
in that first half.
Well, they
but-
were 7 for 15. They were 47% in the first quarter. So that kind of tells you how big of a part of their offense that Hayden Ice is, and when he went out, they really struggled to score. But the biggest thing was the 3-point range. They were 2 for 10 in the second half, 1 for 15 from 2-point range in the second half. And so on the night, they finished 8 for 28 from 2-point range, 4 for 21 from 3-point range, for 12 for 49 for 24%. But that's after, shooting a really high percentage there in the first quarter. So tough night for Purcell. They go down to the number 10 team in the state, and they'll have to regroup and get ready for their district matchup. Everybody's 0-0 at this point.
Yep,
You said it the other night. Everybody's 0-0.
Everybody starts even now, and as long as you can keep winning, you can get a championship out of this. If you can just keep winning games. But,
Yeah.
This again, the Leopardettes came up short tonight, 56-45, the final score in that game, even though Cameron Perry had 5 threes in the game and finished with 17. They had a 3-point third quarter that really cost them, and the Leopardettes came up short tonight, 56-45, but the Leopards with the big win, 53-34, the final score, and they hand Purcell just their second loss of the season. The Leopards are now 17-5, and again, we go to districts coming back here at Leopard Arena. Will be the final game of the season here at Lindsay. And we'll get the friendly confines of home for one more game, and then we'll be on the road at Kingston for regionals following that. So make sure you be here Saturday night. Purcell will be back at home Saturday night as well. They will host the Lexington Bulldogs for their district matchup there in Purcell. And so remember, 6 o'clock tip coming up Saturday night. It is not 6:30. It is 6 o'clock coming up Saturday night here at Leopard Arena. And Kingston will be in town for the district matchup with the Leopards and Leopardettes. Did I leave anything out?
Nope, I think you covered everything.
Yep. So a big thank you to JD, the engineer, Scruggs, to Andrew, ESPN Lion, to Brianna Miller back at our studios, Paige Sutherland as well. Kevin Scruggs, Glenn, great job tonight.
You too.
And we'll be right back here and do this all over again coming up this Saturday night. For all of us at KBLP, my name is Greg Peary. We say good night from Leopard Arena. We'll see you right back here Saturday night. Until we see you then, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
PASS is a nonprofit organization who is devoted to making a difference in the substance use and abuse in Garvin County. The vision of PASS is to reduce the prevalence of drugs in our community through collaborative planning, community action, and policy engagement. We are a local coalition of individuals and organizations working together in our community to prevent substance abuse and provide support to families struggling with drug addiction. PASS is primarily run by volunteers, and we need your help so that PASS can continue to grow and serve our community. There are many opportunities to serve, so if you are not already a member of PASS and would like to join, then let us know you wish to be a volunteer. Thank you so much for being a part of this wonderful cause.